man. Exciting show here today. I got two cool guests. I'm really looking forward to this. We got Faceless, who I don't know that much about. I saw you making fun of Scotty K Fitness, and it really cracked me up. And so I've been following you since then. And I'm looking forward to hearing some of your takes.
Yeah, we really went after him on that one. That no one's heard from him since, by the way. He's been just gone.
Really?
Yeah.
You chased him off the internet.
Yeah, he's gone.
Nice.
He shaved his mustache and ran, tucked his tail between his legs and ran. So that was a victory on our part, I would say.
Is that Gatorade?
Yeah. That's sport drink.
Okay, I got some Gatorade. Similar coloring. We kind of match in that way. Sorry, go on.
And we got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Toby Turner. Big, famous, needs no introduction. I want to tell you, man.
At this point, maybe I do.
Well, listen, I love your Google is they cutting food stamps song. I absolutely.
Dude, really? Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
It's a total bop, man. It's like actually like listenable, good. Like it's more than like not just one time, but like I listen to it like over and over.
No one has really mentioned that to me. I appreciate it. No, I've seen some people repost it, but it's like hate reposting. Like, this bastard's making fun of the food stamps. I'm like, it's a true story. They were trying to cut the food stamps, and I just decided to say it in a special way.
It's genius. It's actually like really lyrically complex. Like if you try to sing along to that song, it's difficult. It's a hard song to learn.
I wouldn't be able to at this point. I just know that is they cutting food stamps? Google is they playing? Because I ain't in the mood, dog. Google got me tripping, had me. I don't know the lyrics. Man, this new song, I wish it would have come out before, but you'll see it. Hopefully I'll post it maybe this week, maybe next week. But I like it. I think people are gonna like it. It's about sort of immigration. Everybody's talking about immigration being this, scary thing in the West. Like Britain is rough, dude. Checking the timeline, it's sad to see what's going on. Then there's Rupert Lowe, who says some cool stuff. He's like, yeah, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna kill a lot of people. No, he doesn't say that. He's like, we're going to punish you or he's like, you're going to see the consequences, and it will cost you everything. So he kind of says he's gonna kill you. I like that guy. And,
me too.
And then the whole Henry Nowak, that thing sucked. That happened in December. And we're just now hearing about it. And then, which was, so I was like, dude, their justice system's quick. Like, as soon as it happens, they make the verdict now. 6 months and they just didn't talk about it. And then the body cam, I still haven't watched yet. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's brutal.
I haven't seen it. I'm like preparing myself. It's the same thing with Arena. I had to take like some time. And usually I used to be like the live leak best score type of guy, but with this stuff, it's like, it's bad watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to prepare yourself for it.
Yeah. I don't really want to see it. It's like, I think it's important, obviously, that it's out there and people are reacting to it like it's the worst thing they've ever seen. I just don't want to see it. I don't need to see it. It's just, it's like, I got enough. Like, I get it. Some horrible stuff is going on. I don't want to look at it. Just like the same thing with the stabbing on the train, that girl. And then like, even the censored version just drives me crazy. Like she just looks up and she's like this innocent deer that just got murdered. It's terrible. But yeah, so this song I'm going to put out as soon as it goes up on iTunes. Hopefully it does. And it's just a song about it starts out, it's like, English, do you speak it? If not, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
It's got some good guitar, some good bass. Yeah.
Sweet. I'm so stoked you're here, man. Thanks for being here. The way I do this show is I have like some clips I want to show you guys and just kind of get your reaction to some video clips. By the way, I changed my mic, so let me know in the chat if it sounds better now. I guess it was wrong.
Sounds good. That mic is interesting. It's popular, right? It's very popular on the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's a weird one.
Does it
you
suck?
have to really play with the you have to boost it.
You have to boost the hell out of it. It's not really made for this kind of stuff. I don't know why it became popular.
Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson and all that. That's why I got this this one. This is like a live vocal performance mic. It's the same one.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. But
Yeah.
you just got to boost it a little bit.
You got to boost it. It sounds good.
I'm low? Are you saying that? Are you saying I'm low?
No, it's
No,
good.
no,
it's
just the
good.
mic in
Okay.
general. The
Okay,
mic
cool,
in general
thanks.
is just you have to
Yeah,
boost it.
I messed around a lot. I tried getting like a cloud lifter and it sounded like crap, but I had the gain cranked up, so hopefully that gets the job done. Anyway, I don't know if you guys are Howling Mutant fans, but I want to show you this video to start off with here.
When I saw this scene, it finally hit me that Homelander was the bad guy. The man who I spent 5 years idolizing was actually not a hero at all. He would engage in homosexuality to save his own life. This is genuinely the most ignorant statement I've read in a long time. It wasn't his vile assault on Becca. It wasn't the abuse of his son. It wasn't his torture of Stormfront. It was not Flight 47. It wasn't any of the hundreds of abuse that he's committed during his time on the show that made you think, oh yeah, maybe this guy might be a bad person. Literally, how is it possible for anyone to have seen 5 full seasons of the show and could then only then come to the conclusion that, hey, maybe this dude isn't a good person? You see him commit unobjectionably and unjustifiable evil actions throughout the entirety of the series, and then you view him as heroic. This genuinely explains why people vote for the people that they vote for. We have uneducated numbskulls running around.
That's why you voted
evil
for Trump.
and then justifying it just because the person who's committing the evil looks a little bit like them. How do you ignore all of the atrocities that Homelander has committed and then see yourself in it?
I almost wonder if that guy's doing his own satire.
Damn.
You know, like that's so.
he believes it. No, Howling Mutant's one of the greatest trolls. Just trolls so hard all the time. That is funny, man. That reaction's hilarious. It's like, how could you not know? He's murdering everyone. But then as soon as he's gay, now he's a villain?
Which is what they wanted. It wasn't it in like season 2, they saw that he was people were starting to like him, or
Popular,
season 3,
yeah.
and they were like, we now didn't need him to be a proxy for Trump. We need him to be a proxy for Trump now. And that's basically what they wanted. They wanted that exact reaction. And now the fans on the other side are like, I can't believe it. It's put him in between a rock and a hard place, honestly. Because, I mean, you made your big superhero on a, I don't know what I'm allowed to say here on your stream, but, you know, perform fellatio right on the throes of death. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that part.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
don't
think
watch the
my
Goys?
tweet
I
about
stopped
it.
watching it when a dude went into a guy's wiener and then expanded. I was like, oh, I'm out. I don't need
That's
that.
one of
Thank
those
you.
shows. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, no. It was good until that point. I mean, it was, you know, it was very violent. And I just did. It's not like I was like, I don't know. I just didn't watch it anymore after that. I was just
Yeah,
like,
fair.
I don't want this.
No, well, Faceless, you're right. They explicitly said Homelander became like an avatar for Trump or a parody of Trump, which I didn't really see personally watching it. But
They even changed his hair.
But, you know, it turned into this thing where people were like, oh, I like Homelander. He's kind of cool, you know, in the first season and into the second season. And the liberal fans would be like, you idiots, they're making fun of you. The whole point is, like, you don't have media literacy. Don't you get they're making fun of you? So the Howling Mutant tweet is kind of a parody where at the end of 5 seasons, he's like, oh, I just realized he's actually the bad guy. And the joke is, the real punchline of that tweet, right, is like they even made him be gay, which is the worst thing a man can do, which is like, it's that thing where like liberals will call you gay as an insult, right? It's like it's almost like the mask slipping on their beliefs where they pretend to be all tolerant and accepting,
It's
but then they
funny,
say,
though.
oh,
I mean,
you're a fag.
you're
And
right.
it's like derisive, right?
You're right. Well, there's the whole scandals of the worst scandal you could have. Conservatives politics as being gay. He's secretly gay. Everything else he said is fine. It's exactly.
Well, there's
real. I
also
mean, it's the
some
real
scat
thing.
fetish stuff in there too. You know, that's got to hurt some of their liberal base. Some of them are probably really pissed about that.
Yeah,
So
well,
not
that's
only
what, yeah.
is he a homosexual, he's a scat fetishist as well.
Yeah, even eating ass is demeaning now.
I'm learning
It's
too much
such
about
a
this show.
such a fascist world.
I promoted the show. I promoted the show back in the day. You know, it was good.
It was.
Um,
It started off strong. It is a good concept, but yeah, then they hated
I've
their
seen a lot of parallels
fans.
between that ending and Joker 2. It's like they don't care. They just want to ruin it because we had such a huge turnout for Joker 1. Do you guys remember that scare when it was like they were scared people were going to, white incels were going to shoot up the movie theaters and all that?
Yeah,
People loved it so
yeah.
much and heralded Joker as this, you know, and then Joker 2 comes around and they do the worst things to him. You know what I mean? They would rather sabotage a project than have a white hero.
Yeah. I'm not. Yes. Okay. Let
I
me
haven't seen
play
Joker
you guys
2 either.
another
That was
clip
another
here.
Don't watch it.
Several
I
men
haven't
in
seen it either, but I've
California
seen
are
Cliff
planning to
Notes.
sue Fanimecon after getting lung infections from drinking foot juice sold by female cosplayers. The incident reportedly happened during Fanimecon 2026 in San Jose, where a group of female cosplayers began selling cups of red
Why?
drink for $15. But the drink came with a strange
Why?
twist. The women would place their feet inside the drink, and
The
when a man
nylon
paid, they would
stocking.
lift their
No.
feet out and let the liquid drip down
Nasty.
from their feet for him to drink. This stunt
Where
quickly
is this?
pulled in a large crowd. Many people paid to try it, and the cosplayers reportedly made thousands
San
of
Jose,
dollars
I think she
in
said.
just a few hours. But after the event
California.
ended, some of the first men who drank it began coughing heavily and feeling pain and discomfort in their lungs. After
The
going to the
hantavirus.
hospital, they were diagnosed with fungal lung infections.
Yeah, that
and
went
told
away
they needed
quick,
to stay
huh?
for treatment.
They got
Now, several
fungalunga.
of the men say they regret taking part and are preparing to sue the event organizers for medical costs. They argue that Fanimecon should have stopped the activity before it became a health risk. What do you think?
They knew
This
what
is
they were
real?
getting
That's-
into.
That was real.
Yeah, it's real.
That
There's a
actually
real
happened.
lawsuit.
Oh, my
that it's
God.
it's so funny to me that
They
they
knew what
actually
they were
got
doing.
sick. You know.
It's kind of gross, right? They have to have known something maybe bad could happen. Why is it getting in? Were they breathing it? They must have loved it so much they were breathing it in. They're like, I don't just want to swallow this. I want to breathe this in. It's gross.
And now they're
You know,
suing the
sad, I feel like
convention,
a
but
lot of
this
them would do it again too.
Yeah. I know they're
They'd
going
do
to
it a
sue them
second-
and they're going
they'd
to
go
use
back
the
for
money
seconds.
to go to the next event and help organize that.
yeah, it's just nonstop. I saw
Gotta do
they're
it right this time.
they're selling like a goth girl spit drink. I saw on Twitter today. Some like streamer goth girl made a drink where they like analyzed her spit and used it to try to like create the flavor of her or whatever, and it's like selling out.
Science
You know,
has gone too far at this
it
point.
really has.
We don't,
Gooner shit
I
is
don't trust the
disturbed,
science
dude.
anymore.
They got to stop. This has to
Yeah.
stop now. It has to stop. It's going to get worse. I mean, like we had the publicity stunt back in the day of that girl selling bathwater. That was like the
Right.
beginning.
She
of the
started
end.
it. That's
Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it
dude.
doesn't
It's
get
gotta
better
stop,
from
man.
there. It does. I
That's
feel like
like-
it just gets more radically insane until something breaks, and then people go crazy and just ban everything or something.
There's people I follow on Twitter that like will repost Gooner shit, and I'm like, dude, I gotta unfollow you. I don't want to see that. I even have child locks on my phone because it's just everywhere. Social media, I'm like scrolling. Oh, cool. I just saw some like at least that'll just keep it off your phone. You're not scrolling and seeing big oiled asses everywhere. You're not seeing, you know what I mean? That goth girl spit comes from a meme where it's like, all I need is some goth girl spit or something and a white monster. And I see that and it's just, it's Gooner shit. It's like, it's weird because it's worship too. It's like worshiping.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I mean, the new food, it's like we have all the food available in the history of the world, all the delicious food that we want. You could choose anything at all. And we're tired of that, I guess. The best food humanity has ever had. And we're tired of it. So we're making the nastiest things happen. And jelly beans used to do this also. Remember the jelly beans had the vomit flavor and all this stuff.
Mhm.
And kids would try it and be like, oh,
Right.
gross, you know. So that was the thing. I didn't like that, but people would prank each other by giving them those terrible gummy bears or jelly beans. That's funny, dude. Man, we're in trouble.
I'm glad they got sick though. I'm glad they got really
I
sick.
know,
and
No,
messed
that's how
up,
I feel
and
too.
I'm glad
I'm
they
like,
got their,
serves,
messed
serves
up,
you
dude.
right, you freaks. What did you
Yeah.
think was going to
Him
happen?
coughing is awesome. Just like coughing. They called it fungalung. Like that sounds so funny. You caught fungalungus. You caught something there. You got fungalungus. That's
Damn.
All
what
right.
you
Do you
get,
guys
dude.
want to hear a sad story?
New STDs are
Yeah.
discovering. Yeah, of course I do.
Check this out.
Lost between borders. Norwegian citizen born in Norway, stuck in India, living on the streets, surviving, being a tourist guide, smoking on the fucking roads. Don't you think I want to get some kind of adjustment against the
This guy, he was abandoned in India as a small child and grew up as like a street orphan in India, but he
How
was
is
like
he
Norwegian.
300 pounds.
government when I'm 33
Yeah, I
years
know.
old? Has
How
zero
is he so
schooling, they haven't
fat?
done
I
the
know.
He looks like he
I
could be
thought that
a family
The
member of
Finnish
mine.
embassy, when they helped me out of the country, they were supposed to report me to the children's services because I was under 18. Did they do their job? No, they didn't do their job. Thanks to them, I don't have fucking nothing. I even told the Norwegian government once they came back to Norway, I have no school. Then they should have fucking done some kind of research, find out why don't I have school? What's the reason? No fucking European, at least from a fucking one of the richest countries in the world, don't have fucking schooling. There must be a reason to it. Why they don't do fucking their background check? Because they know they are in the wrong.
Don't doubt their fucking. That guy's great. Why is he so large? Why is he able to get the food? Is it literally white privilege? Does he have the actual white privilege?
I really wondered that myself. I really wondered. You don't see a lot of fat Indians. Like you see occasionally the heavy set, but it's kind of rare.
Because like white privilege is a thing that doesn't really exist in America. You could people say that it does or whatever. I don't really see it, but I think it might be a thing in other countries. Maybe it is, because when you travel, everybody likes you because you're different. They're like, oh, cool, a different person. It just happens. Yeah. And then
but he should be a lot further ahead. Like, throw me to the wolves, I'm gonna come back leading the pack. Like, if you drop me off in India, give me 20 years, I'm probably gonna make some shit happen. I think it's a skill issue. That why he's mad that he's been left in India. He should be a little bit further, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, he should be like the warlord running his own whole slum.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for the guy though. Like that's like, you're born in Norway, like this super rich, like white country. And then just through like some unlucky happenstance, you basically turn into an Indian. That's like a horror story to me. That's like really tragic, and I do feel bad for the guy
now as we speak.
It's a different place. They still have slavery. I think they have the most slavery of anywhere in the world in India. I mean, according to Grok, it's like 11 million. Africa is like second place. And in India, if you ever get into the Indian algorithm, it's not really fun. It's not a fun place to be. I love the Japanese algorithm. I go there, I'm like, these guys are clever. They're pretty. They like us. And then India is like, they throw women out the window if they do something wrong. And it's not illegal because they're slaves.
I do a series where I do like anthropological approach, studying schizos on Instagram, and I organize people into folders, and I keep getting on what I call Indiagram, and it keeps just throwing me into that algorithm, and it's some of the most insane stuff I've ever seen. Like they're just
that Tyler Oliveira video was pretty wild. I had no idea. Nobody knew. No, it's like I don't know anyone that knew about this festival they had. I did a little song about that one too. It's like, Tyler Oliveira, you mother bitch. Fucking with my shit now. I'm sick of it. Tyler Oliveira, you mother bitch. Yeah. So just this guy's pissed at Tyler. Tries to kick him out of the country.
Nice. Yeah, I have like most of India blocked on Twitter because they've come for me like several times, and I just I manually purged them, like thousands of accounts. I really I was like, I can't. I don't want this.
Did they figure out region block yet?
No, I did it the old-fashioned way. Yeah.
Well, they do a region block for
replies. I think.
If you post, then you can block your post from the region, but you can't just be like, I don't want to see Africa posts. And I get a ton of Africa posts, and a post is African post if it's an American TV show cut up and they have voiceover on top of it and subtitles, and
then music in the background of the voiceovers. Yeah.
And it's good. It's like, well, this is good, but it's just AI automatically done. They say things that don't make sense a lot. Like they'll say, as soon as he realized he had enough wealth to purchase a beachfront home. And it's like this movie that is in a fantasy world.
This man walked into a bar and discovered he can turn items into gold. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Just all the time. Why aren't they handling that? Like Nikita's handling, reposting and stuff, but they need to handle. That's a problem. It's an issue.
I said this. If you go after the aggregators who repost memes and viral videos, what you're doing is you're incentivizing AI slop, which people can say is like original content. And so they're just gonna, but it's easy to make. I just gotta say, there's something about Africans having AI that doesn't sit right with me. It's like it's like a violation of the Prime Directive on Star Trek or whatever. It's like you gave them the warp drive.
Because people use it for so many different reasons, and it's just the easiest one is the AI slop video stuff. But then there's also the programming I don't use that, but I sort of started looking into it. That's kind of cool. And you can make your own AI also, and that's kind of amazing. PewDiePie's doing that. He's got an LLM that was pretty sweet. I mean, it looks awesome, but the idea that anyone can sort of start building their own AI in their computer with that software, you can generate your images and all that stuff, and source your own, like do it yourself. That's kind of cool. I feel like it's too cool. I feel like that's going to be taken away. I don't know. Hopefully not.
It's going to get like reeled in, but I think you can sleep well at night knowing that it's going to take Africa probably about 30 to 40 years to generate images. And then it's probably going to take them another 10 to figure out, they figured out how they just told it like make a video for me so I can post to Twitter. But when it comes to generating
they must make
images
a lot of money.
Stuff, they're light years away from it.
The big thing they said, this was, they didn't actually do, I don't think they did this, but the posts that you post that are designed for another country are demonetized or less monetized. But they were just talking about that meaning like in politics.
Yeah,
so
they rolled that back. They rolled that.
Foreign countries are monetizing our politics, we don't want them to get involved. We're not going to monetize it. But then someone was like, well, hold on. Well, what if they're making stuff that's nothing to do with politics? And like, oh yeah, good point. So then I think they backtracked off.
It was an AI slop lady who did that too. Some like lady in France who makes AI videos was like, but I like people love my slop in the US, right? And they're like, oh, sorry.
Well, don't want to see it. Yeah. I don't want to see it. I want to turn it off. I like, foreign posts sometimes. It's fun, but it's just, I don't want to be bombarded with, I don't ever want to see like the AI slop that they make about my country. It's my country. Yeah. I want to see my retarded people make slop about my country.
I want the White House AI slop, but not the other stuff.
Yeah, the one with the UFO. They're like, aliens.gov, we're announcing it. Is like the UFO picks up the Mexican and puts him across the
I saw so many people going, do they think this is real? Like, dude, are you joking? You have to be joking.
So some people are thinking, some people are like, this is so mean and disrespectful because there really are aliens. You're like, maybe, maybe not, and maybe the whole thing is just a big troll. I mean, we've known
just
for
have their
20 years, 30 years.
Shit poster on it.
What's that?
They just have their top tier shit poster posting stuff.
Yeah,
everyone's just freaking out.
Good stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
but like it's been 30 years that we've known about the staging an alien invasion concept. Not that it's necessarily a real thing, but the whole Project Bluebeam stuff like that. I don't know too much about it, but that they would stage a fake. And this is like, I had this in my stand-up forever ago before I found out it was a real thing. Someone told me about that because of that. But I was like, if I was Bill Gates, I would just get a bunch of like UFO looking things and fly them over top of every major capital just to like stage a fake alien invasion. And someone's like, yeah, they really want to do that. I was like, oh shit. I didn't realize.
You guys like comedy?
Yeah.
You're in luck.
Sometimes.
I don't know about Asian women
wait
comedy,
for this stuff.
I got some prime comedy for you here.
More women in male-dominated positions. Did you say boo? I did. You booed? You don't think that more women should be in male-dominated positions?
You want to do concrete work, darling?
I don't know. Does it require a PhD? So you're saying that women should do... Okay, well, okay, now I'm curious. I really would like, what work do you think women should do then? Men should do concrete work, okay? Because you like concrete and they need to play with it. I get it. But what kind of jobs do you think?
Very true, yeah.
We should get, they still do mining? What are we mining for? We're mining for copper? Oh, I did not know that. So you're saying that you're trying to get more women in mining or not?
It's up to you.
Oh, it's up to me. Well, preferably I prefer not to mine because I have a master's degree and I would rather not do that. But I think that if women want to mine, they should be able to go down into the mines to mine, right? Right?
Yeah, girl power.
Stupid.
Whoa.
Terrible
Gas
idea.
queen.
Absolutely retarded.
Yeah. Well, they
men
don't
like playing
want
with
to.
concrete
They
and
don't
risking
want to
their
do
lives
that.
all the time.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying it is a terrible idea, but also women do not want to go into the mines. It turns out,
dumb, stupid idea. It's the same thing. So this God of War thing is. Have you been watching the God of War stuff?
Oh my God. Yeah, we were laughing yesterday, dude, watching it. It was so bad.
It's crazy. So like, if you don't know about it, they put a woman that you can play as his wife, right? And she's this giant. She comes back to life, and you play as her instead of Kratos. And so people are freaking out, and then the people are like, "Well, why are you such a masochist or misogynist?" Not masochist. Well, that too. But like, it's like if you hate women, and you play through a game as a woman getting beaten to death by a legion of gods, right? This is what I've been tweeting. That's probably, you're going to get some joy from that. I'm kind of worried about the people that are promoting that you have women in violent video games way more than guys. We're supposed to die in battle. It's cool. We're supposed to fight to protect our family. We're not supposed to die. We're supposed to win, but we're supposed to protect our family. Women are not supposed to worry about that. That's just how it's always happened. But
It's true. Men yearn for the death on the battlefield.
Yeah,
Women.
it's an honorable thing. Yeah, exactly. And if you can save your family with violence, that's what you're supposed to do. So that's the fantasy that we are crafting for the kids. Now we're like, no, it's the women that should be fantasizing about fighting these battles. At the same time, we have like 30 million or 50 million military-aged men who came into the country from places where they're like, death to America. They hate American culture. They don't want to integrate. They want to change over. And they proudly talk about it like, we're coming over. We're conquering. We're not leaving. We're going to outbreed you. I've seen dozens of these tweets. And so these people, they don't like America. They don't think that you should promote it. And our colleges have taught, the American dream is like a lie. America's racist, like all these horrible things. Our colleges kind of treasony to do, but they've been teaching this for a while. And so now we have the output of these students that went to these colleges learning these horrible things that are not true at all. And so we have invaders that are coming in. That's, what the song I made is about, coming in to conquer, and they are proud of it.
Well,
so
and now we're because of our military numbers are down, we're drafting women. That was another thing that when Biden did the Afghanistan pullout, like that, I made a shirt that was like on the Washington Post. It was like one of my big breaks where I did the Kabul skydiving club because all of the men were pushing women and children out of the way to grab onto the plane. You guys remember that?
I do remember
it flew
that,
up and they were like falling off of it. I made a Kabul skydiving club shirt because I was like, you guys are disgusting. Like you're, and it was like this funny 80s neon shirt design. We dropped it on every single drop shipping website immediately overnight. And thousands of them were sold. And because I saw these guys, they're like pushing women and children out of the way to get onto a plane to come to America. That's what they were doing. Yeah. And everyone thought I was an asshole to like be like, hey, that's kind of not cool. Maybe
are those the people you want?
Different culture.
Yeah.
People are so mad at me for that. They were like, I can't believe that they died. I'm like, they're trying to escape their country. I saw videos of them. They're like, get out of the way, pushing their kids to the ground to get onto this plane.
Yeah, we do the opposite. Yeah, we got to kick those people out. Those people should not be here.
Yes, I agree.
We don't want that culture at all because it's not doing good for them, or else they would be staying in it. Stay over there where you promote your culture. Don't come here and promote it.
Yeah,
that's.
I want to say on the God of War thing, I'm not like diametrically opposed to a female protagonist here and there, but the problem is that it feels like it just feels forced all the time. I think that's why people hate it so much because it's like you're getting beat over the head with it. And I did see a tweet where it's like the actress was like much prettier than the model,
way hotter. Oh, she's beautiful.
And that's like, what are you doing? Right. So they're like, oh, it's unrealistic beauty standards. So we're going to take this woman actress who's like really attractive and make her ugly in the game.
And then justify it. Be like, well, she just came back to life.
Yeah.
What do you think she's going to look pretty when she's just been dead? Oh, so you want to fantasize about a wounded, almost dead woman who gets beaten to death hundreds of times over the playthrough? That's what you want.
And a huge problem with it too is that I haven't played the God of War games, but from my understanding, they've kind of built the son up to be like the next guy that you play as.
Right.
And then they just retconned all of that. And they were like, fuck you, you're girl boss wife now.
What was that?
Then you get to fight people in Flowerland.
Yeah, they pick now when every game is sabotaged. They pick now.
Quirk's Chungus Cube. Yeah, idiot. Which they should have learned. They're not going to make any money. The only guys defending this are weird sexual fetishist freaks that want to play as a girl in a video game barefoot and watch her get beat up. That's it. Like that's
and they'll make jokes like, "What do you want? What do you like, dick? Why do you want to play as a guy? You like dick? Like, no. You want to play as a person that likes dick. You
That's
are
so
the dick
true,
liker, and you want women to be beaten up in a video game. You're the violent dick liking guy. That's you.
That's very
Fucking
true.
dumb.
I've got that
Where
a
are
lot
you
too.
streaming? Are you streaming on YouTube?
Oh yeah, we're on YouTube. Yeah,
I just said it. I said, can you cuss? You can.
you can cuss.
been
You can
trying
cuss.
to-
Maybe try to avoid like racial slurs. If
Not
you can,
too many
if you can-
racial slurs.
yeah,
Okay, I'll keep them to
yeah.
the minimum.
I'm on my best behavior right now.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right. This is another heart.
Change that thumbnail.
Here.
Speaking on the images thing, you gotta. I'll send you an image. That image looks terrible.
No, let me send it. We're gonna chat him out. He's gonna have a huge jaw. We're gonna Giga Chad Tobuscus, dude.
It's just I look super pale and my hair's messed up. Anyways, and you guys look great. Your mask is always
It's just
perfect.
you. Thank you. You and me.
I
Let's
think-
get
I
together.
thought you
We'll
looked
design.
good.
We're gonna design the thumbnail. You and me, Tobuscus. I'm gonna be shredded. Giga Chad. You can see my jawline through my mask.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
One
We're
video
doing
shows the
I
massive
haven't seen this
damage left behind after police say an argument between a husband and wife spiraled out of control Tuesday morning. Investigators say 48-year-old Eric Pirza used a Kubota excavator to rip apart the rear of the family's home.
I'd like to know what she said to him because I'll make sure I was safe.
According to the criminal complaint, Pirza's wife told police her husband arrived at the family's home after drinking all night and began arguing with her. When she told him the marriage was over, investigators say he responded with a chilling threat. If it's over, I'll tear the house down.
42 years I've been married. We yell at each other all the time, but I've never threatened to tear the house down.
Police say moments later, Pirza climbed into the excavator and began tearing into the house, while his wife and 2 daughters were still inside.
Yeah.
Because he knew she was taking half of it.
Yeah. So they arrested him, and
That's rough. That's like some killdozer stuff, but
it is. You know,
doesn't-
tomorrow's like the Killdozer
That's true,
anniversary. Actually,
What?
yeah, tomorrow
Wow.
is the anniversary of Killdozer. Yeah.
Cool. That's an interesting fact tidbit. So he rips the house down. His kids are inside. I mean, that's not good.
Yes, maybe a bit much, but you know,
Yeah.
again, we don't know what she said. It's
She
like
might have said a slur. She might have said a racial
exactly. It's
slur.
like when a black guy knocks
Yeah,
somebody
well-
out, and they're all like, "Well, maybe they said the N word." I'm always on the guy's side.
No,
I'm
they
like,
let
"Well,
him
what
out.
did she say?"
They free people for
he
saying
might have
if they
called him
go like, no,
bald
this
or
is a slur.
something.
And they handcuffed that guy because they're like, well, he was being racist. They're like, so what?
Right.
Were you not allowed to
Yeah.
be racist? Stupid. You know, have
At
you
least
seen
he's a
that?
man of his word.
Have you seen that poll that was going around? I posted it like several times, but it's like just shows racial groups in group preference, right? And white people hate
yes.
themselves. They hate themselves. In the poll, it shows they like themselves a little more than other people. But then if you look at the one that breaks down how you rate themselves, it's a different one, but similar data, right? Every race is like out of 10 or 12, they rank themselves, right? And so black people, it's I think it's 11 or 10. Asians,
11 out of 10.
Asians, it's higher. Asians, it's 11 or 12. And then white people, it's negative 13 something. And you're like, how? And Hispanics is like 5. And you're like, how is it even possible to have the negative? They just hate themselves. And it's like, that's the effect of the anti-white regime that's been, kind of happening for a while.
Goy beaming. They got goy beamed.
Yeah.
Well, I've always said that the enemy of America is white liberalism, just because that's how all of this just happened. That is the major issue, is the importation of all of this, into the people wanting Ilhan Omar and them to get in. Like, it's just these white people that started it.
Spencer
and it's gonna
Pratt.
end with it.
Well, I don't
Spencer
know if they were all exactly white who started it. They're, you got the Frankfurt School.
Oh,
and
okay.
the-
My bad. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
you got some.
I started the
persuasion
sentence
people
with
in it.
the answer and then went backwards. My bad. You're true. That's right.
I mean, you've seen the Harvard Post, like Stanford, all these major Ivy League schools that used to accept billions of dollars from
They're the
China.
cudgel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, these schools, man. That's rough.
Yeah.
So hopefully that turns around. Elon seems to be doing his part, trying to be like, stop hating the white people, dude. I mean, I get it's terrible that they banned slavery and basically slapped Africa in the face because they appropriated their culture and then banned it. And it's still in Africa more than ever by far.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I know friends that have gone to Africa. They teach soccer over there and stuff like that. And so they'll just walking around in certain areas, you can see people for sale sometimes. And he's seen it multiple times. I had no idea that was happening until like a couple of years ago. But yeah, so they're very mad that white people banned slavery. Super profitable industry. And we get a lot of money that flows over here from the slavery countries that fund our media and colleges. Have you ever noticed that? And not only that, they're sending their people too, for like India and these places. Most of them have slavery in their countries. I don't know if that's a reason, but it is an interesting fact.
Yeah, well, speaking of the anti-white thing, this lady here, she's an actress, and she's talking about how they wouldn't give her roles because she's white, which is, you know, she's not the first Hollywood person to say this, but it's just like another one that came out recently.
The last 6 years, I've heard nonstop, they're not looking for white. It's going to diverse. They liked you, but you're white. And, you know, I kept that to myself in silence because on the one hand, it's like, hooray, like, great, diversity is finally here. But the pendulum has swung.
Yeah, I felt that before too.
You know, like,
the
we're gonna
hooray
fit this
thing. I was like,
transgender character in here now that we're PC. Natural organic stories stopped being told. You gotta wonder, what's the point of acting school and putting this time into developing the craft if that doesn't matter anymore?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Tyler, I forget his last name. Tyler something. I think he was suing someone because they said on the phone that they had too many. They just weren't looking for white people.
Right. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there was an article that came out too.
White woman that championed that, being all stoked about it, and then realizing what the issue is with it, like immediately going, "Oh no, that's not good."
Yeah, it was the same with me during the whole Me Too era. I was like, well, you know, I don't want to speak out too much against this because it's like most of this is probably real. And then but now it's like, I don't know. I just don't believe in general. I don't believe anything unless there's evidence, which is how we should always have operated in the first place. But I was like, yeah, there's these powerful people that, you know, I knew a lot of powerful kind of people, and I don't know what they're doing in their free time, but some of them would act out. They would come to my parties and they would be kind of like, you know, really rude in ways that were kind of scary sometimes. Like this one guy, like he wouldn't leave, and he threw all my food on the floor. This famous guy threw all the food in my house because I had all this tons of food, right? Just started throwing it on the floor just for fun. And he was like, nah, I'm not leaving. I don't feel like it. I'm like, the hell is wrong with you, dude? I don't do that. No one does that except for you. Yeah, I think he got canceled. But
well, it's just the immediate weaponization of it. Like there's a moment where a lot of people were like, this is cool. And then just it went 1,000%.
Yeah.
With Me Too, with the race swapping stuff, everything.
Yeah. No, it went so fast. And then I started looking at it like, all right, well, what could be the plan for this? And so if you read like The Art of War, stuff like these battle plan type things, 5th generation warfare strategies, it takes 5 generations for these things to play out. And what happens, this is an amazing book called The Fate of Empires. That's not a book. It's like a series of essays, right? But it's about every major empire that's ever existed in documented history, and it just follows their life cycle. And every generation becomes less and less patriotic and loving of the empire. Like the first empire, they're the pioneers, the warriors. They idolize the war heroes in the country. And then over time, they idolize like musicians, artists, tech, like entrepreneurs, that stuff. And then the very last stage, which is where we are right now, 250 years, that's how long they all last. The last stage is intellectualism, where everybody's super smart because they're educated, and they just argue all the time while the empire steers into the rocks, and they let millions of barbarians in, which try to enslave everybody. That's where we are. It's where every single empire, even the Roman Empire, which has lasted a lot longer than 250 years, but it's broken up into 250-year sections. If you read it, it's pretty cool. It's a free thing online, Fate of Empires.
Yeah, it sounds cool. There's also, I want to mention, there was an article that came out a few months ago. I can't remember exactly where it was published, but it was like about how writers in Hollywood, all the white writers were forced out of everywhere. And people said that this is like why TV and everything sucks now. And so now you have these 2 movies that people are talking about, Obsession and Backrooms. I haven't seen Backrooms, but It's these young white guys came out and made these like movies with low budgets, and everybody's like, "Oh wow, something came out of Hollywood or whatever. Like a movie came out and it doesn't suck,
and it's actually good." Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good point. So like, I have some Jewish friends, and they're like, "We got to bring Jews to be back in control of Hollywood." And I'm like, "Oh, I mean, that would be a thing." It's definitely, it was. The joke is like Harvey Weinstein happened, and then all of a sudden the women aren't attractive anymore.
Well, who's in charge of Hollywood now then? Black people? Who's even? What's
I think it's white
liberals. Yeah, white women. Yeah,
it
Girl
is
bosses.
for a lot of it, but not just that. It's also other countries and like so. Spencer Pratt, the election in LA, right? That's going to be counted probably for the next, maybe not that long, but he's good, and no one is voting for the other people. Like Karen Bass is doing stuff for meth addicts. She'll replace their teeth with taxpayer dollars instead of just getting rid of the meth. And so, and then there's also the other girl, Nathia Rahman, and she supported defund the police. She supports getting rid of prisons. Very communist-y. Doesn't she's not good for the city. And Spencer comes in and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to stop this stuff from burning down. I'm going to put more water in the reservoirs. And I actually love the place. And, we lost everything. So I realized stuff was terrible. So that's why I'm here." And so the vote, it's like, it's being tabulated. He might be knocked out. I'm not sure if you guys have an update on that, but are you following it?
Not super closely, but I think he's behind.
I feel like there's just cheating going on. Like the recall with Newsom, like how many signatures we had on the recall, and then him losing, it made absolutely no sense to me. Like I never met anyone that wanted that wasn't completely fed up with him. And then somehow he just blew it out of the water. And it was like, "Oh yeah, it's okay." Like, after that, I'm looking to move out of California because I've been pretty disenfranchised since all of the shit that they've pulled. You know what I mean? I'm looking at a few other places because of it.
Are you in LA?
I'm like an hour and a half out.
Okay. That's cool. That's that's a good spot. As long as you're a little bit of a distance from LA is probably better. Unless Spencer gets in, then it would literally.
I'm in the desert.
Okay,
I'll soft docs. I'm in the desert, and Newsom, when the Chinese officials came to visit LA, did you see that when he cleaned the streets up and it was where are all the homeless people?
Yeah.
Guess where he sent them? My hometown. I watched Greyhound buses full of homeless people be dropped off at the Victorville bus station. I watched it happening. They're just shipping them off up to the high desert. And I was like, dude, I got to get out of here. I'm done. Dude, I can talk about this, but it's like taco stands everywhere. And there was this huge thing about how we got to protect our local corn man or whatever. And it was like this big movement. I have seen so many of them just like pissing and shitting behind the taco stand and leaving trash and stuff. I'm like, I'm cool with entrepreneurial people selling food. I don't know about on the side of the road. I don't know about without any health licenses, because I can guarantee if I started a fucking corn dog stand, I would be shut down immediately. Immediately. But that's like, I'm super disenfranchised with it. I hope he wins, but I'm a little black pilled when it comes to that.
Yeah, honestly. No, I get it. I mean, well, hopefully. So we just got a new director of intelligence that just came in. Starts with a P, whatever his name is. But he, what the hell is his name? But he seems to be pretty good. So he was doing some work before he was director of intelligence, handling federal housing, and he was calling out corruption, going after like deep state actors. So Trump just put him in, or said he would be put in yesterday or 2 days ago. Take that however it is. I don't really know if it's the best thing in the world, but it might be actually good. So he goes in on the 30th of this month, and then when he starts doing that, hopefully he's going to like look into fraud everywhere and like actually be prosecuting, because this is the only chance that they would have to do that. It would be nice if the people that have just been corrupt just be like, you know what, I'll take my $100 million I stole and I'll just kind of chill. Like, fuck, the hell is wrong with you? How much money do you need?
Get out of the business. Get out
of the business before you're like killed. Because we have to start doing some of the stuff because we don't want these corrupt people to exist. No one in the world does. We don't want murderers to exist. We don't really want violent criminals to be here. Not career ones. like let's say like maybe like a one-off cup, something like that. Okay, you can stay, but not always, not for the bad ones, and not for the career criminals that get like 30 felonies, 100 felonies, and by that I mean they get arrested 30 times over their life doing violent stuff, stealing cars. We used to execute people for stealing horses. Like, it's a big deal. You
This
get
has
rid of
been an
those
issue
people,
for
no one
a
needs
long
them.
time too. I knew back in the day this guy that was well known in this punk rock group. It's like this homeless punk rock group that they'd show up to parties, everyone knew them. And this guy, he like grew up in the States. He was technically illegal. Every time he wanted to go back to his hometown, he would just go fucking knock somebody out, and it'd be a free trip right back to Mexico. And then we'd see him in like 8 months, and I'm like, this has been kind of a thing that they've been doing for a long time.
That's
crazy. Yeah.
It's a free trip back home. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go home. He just violently assault a white person.
This blows my mind that you said this. So in the song that I'm putting out, right? It's like why do we deport illegals? Like when they get back home, they just come back again. Like why don't we launch them to some other planet? And it's like got a rocket, like an ice rocket in the background.
Dude, this was like 2011 too, by the way. So this has been going on for forever. And I'm sure it's much more sophisticated now. I did see something with Trump recently that I've been talking about for forever because I grew up in the high desert of California. I've known so many goddamn Mexican people. They come over here. The parents usually, like the first generation comes over illegally. They have kids, and then they're on like the third generation now. But they send so much remittance back home. So you have illegals that'll come here and then just work under the table and send all their money. Have you known people that have done this? I've known a lot of them.
Oh, yeah, I've seen stats on it. It's huge amounts of money. India too. There's so much money going to India.
Our CEOs of our 50 biggest companies in America, they're mostly Indian now. And so the money, well, what happens is they'll hire other Indians, like anybody except for white people. They're all tribal, of course, because like you grow up with your family. That's who you know. So you should, have some preference just naturally, right? It's not a racism thing, but everyone else is massively tribal in America. So much so that they're starting to, like, other people are watching like, no, you guys don't even run anything. Like, why are you guys even here? Y'all crackers can't run shit. I read that tweet earlier today. Can you say crack? Hope so.
I think that'll be okay. I think you're probably okay with that.
No, when I saw this guy say that, I'm like, this is a wild statement. And I understand like where he's coming from, because it looks like it's like white people don't really do anything. They're weak. They don't care for themselves. They're not taking care of themselves. We're getting fat.
I gotta tell a radicalization story right here. Like one of my real big ones was I assaulted a tranny at a party. Am I allowed to say? I don't
try it. Maybe not that one. Maybe
I'm not gonna. No. I'm not telling that story. I'm not telling that story. Okay. Later on in life, I have a huge group of I had a multi-diverse group of friends, and I was a personal trainer. And I was at Walmart one day and I saw a friend from high school. It was this black fella. And I was like, what are you doing at Walmart? Because I always thought he was a pretty intelligent guy. I was like, why are you working here? This place sucks. You shouldn't work here. And he told me he always wanted to be a personal trainer. I was like, dude, I like this guy so much. I gave him my job as a personal trainer. I handed my job to him to be nice. And I got out. I got into the gun industry, and that was my career after that. And it was like 5 years later, I'm talking to him and I'm like, he's thinking about getting out. And he said, he's like, I said, who are you? Do you have any good people to take on the role? And he's like, yeah, I had about 5 good guys, but I turned them all down. I go, why? He goes, because I'm really waiting for a young, nice black man to take the job. And this guy's like a friend from childhood. And I was like, wow, that's what I should have done, huh? That's what I should have done.
Right. It's interesting, right? So that's
like, crazy. You turn down 5 good
like, that's racist,
right? He's like, they're white boys. I can't do it. And I'm like, you can't give a job to a white boy? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's how it is. That was one that really got to me, because I was like, I probably should have done that. I should have had that tribalistic idea. You know what I mean?
I mean, no one knew that this was happening. I didn't know this was happening, but
I kind of want to hear the story of you assaulting the transsexual.
Yeah.
Just don't say the
That
slur.
is
don't say the slur.
My
but
bad.
You can say
I've spent so much
transsexual.
time on X. I don't know. I'm on my best behavior. But this one, I'm going to try to shorten it as much as possible. I've been on podcasts about it, but basically when I was younger, thought I was like libertarian, man. I was trying to figure it out. And
Enough said. I know everything that happened.
You know the pipeline. You know the pipeline of
Please
where
continue.
I was.
Please continue.
I was like, yeah, man. Like the gay people smoking on their farm, man. And so I had this girlfriend who had her best friend was lesbian. Her name was Alex. And it was like that lesbian friend that you can tell is like in love with her secretly and is very touchy and all that. And, I had to be like 18 at the time. And over my course of being with this girl, her best friend, Alexis, who was a lesbian, transitioned into a
man.
Well, not a man, but something. And I had to be 18. So this was like 2016. This was like 2015. No, this was 2015.
Taking hormones or something?
Started taking HRT, started lifting weights. And over this like year and a half, they load these bitches up with so much testosterone, dude.
Yeah.
This looked like a little 5'3" staunch bald dude. This was like a little dude walking around, but she still had her same habits of like touching my girlfriend's leg, and my girlfriend looks at her like she's like her lesbian friend. And I'm like, dude, and over time, Alexis had turned into Alex. And so there's this weird thing where I'm like, what do I do here? Because I'm libertarian. I think I should accept this. But I also grew up, my dad was a bounty hunter. I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu my whole young life. I wrestled, I did boxing, in the guns, all that
bounty
stuff,
hunter.
motorcycles.
That's cool.
So I was like, my dad like taught us the warrior spirit is what he called. And I'm like, in my head, it looks like a small guy groping my girlfriend. And so it all culminated in this thing where I was like, there was a party coming up and I was like, hey, I got all the friends together. I'm like, what do I do? How do I confront Alex? Because Alex is like obviously in love with my girlfriend. It's like a guy now or something. I don't know. And like Alex keeps touching her and, and they're like, just treat Alex like you treat any other guy. And I'm like, really? I got the go ahead.
Yeah, that's the the pro-trans position, right? Just
that's what all of these this group of college pothead liberals.
Were you like, hey, stop doing that?
So that's what happened was this like group of college pothead liberals were like, just treat it like you treat any other guy. And I'm like, are you guys sure? And they're like, yeah, just any other guy. And I'm like, okay. So the party comes around. Alex is getting drunk and touching my girlfriend's leg and grabbing her arm. And I'm like, we're sitting on the couch and I look over, I'm like, hey, yo, Alex, can you like stop touching my girl, please? And Alex immediately was like, the fuck you just say? Just like got up, yelled like instant
rage.
Bulldog because Alex is on steroids. And I was like, all right, I'm going to stand up now because that's what I would do with any guy. So I stood up and I was like, listen, bro, if you can't stop touching my girl, we got to take this outside. And the whole party stopped. It was like, they were like, I was like, and so Alex keeps pushing me and is like, you all I could remember is like a blur, but Alex was like, you can't satisfy her the way I could. What's up, dog? What's up? Like pushing me into a corner. And I'm like, I'm about to swing. Like, we got to figure this out. And still then I was being nice because it was a transsexual.
Weird thing.
If it was any other guy, I'd be just swinging blind. But I was like, I don't know what to do here. So my instinct was to reach out and I clamped Alex by the throat. And instantly I felt that it was a woman's throat in a package of a guy.
It just snapped in your hand. Yeah.
I grabbed Alex by the throat, probably lifted her up like a foot, not a foot, but like a couple inches. And I was like, oh, like let go. Alex crumpled to the floor immediately and was like, I can't believe you assaulted me. Started freaking out.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So the whole party.
Just flip the script completely. Yeah.
All the guys started jumping me. I ran out I was like, I got to go. I'm going to prison. I left. I got canceled in my hometown in 2015. I was known as a gay basher. That was like my original story.
That's
because
the least,
I assaulted.
That's the most respectful thing you could do is treat. That's what you're supposed to treat them as equals. That's wild. That's
So
wild.
I thought I was going to prison. I went into hiding for a little bit, and I was like, I don't know what to do. They were all honest with the police when they came, because they thought that what I had did was a crime, regardless of the facts. It was self-defense.
Yeah.
And so the police officers, like, they came and talked to me later on, and they were like, yeah, both of our stories lined up. I told them honestly, I was like, Alex pushed me multiple times, backed me into a corner. I just grabbed Alex by the throat, and she dropped to the floor and started.
So scared because it was not because it was a woman, but because it was the protected class.
Well, yeah, because I was like a dumb libertarian at the time. Like everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex was like this little skater buff, like shredded. It looked like a dude, like a bald guy with these glasses. And I was like, if it was a guy, dude, it would have been just instant, like elbows, like on top. But I didn't know what to do. So it was just a quick C-clamp. I was going to try to like push this thing away from me. And then the second I grabbed it, like it was a lot more soft than I thought it was. And no, it's fine. They were like, yeah, so it sounds like Alex pushed you into a corner and then you defended yourself and then you ran away. I'm like, yeah. And so I didn't get in trouble, but the whole town, I was canceled. I was one of the first guys canceled. Like I was the only guy canceled in my hometown because everyone knew I was this gay basher.
I think people like that, I don't know specifically this person, but you see people like that.
Don't hit on your girlfriend.
They have one of these protected classes and they kind of like her being all handsy with your girlfriend all the time. In her mind, she's probably like, I can get away with this because no one's going to say anything because I'm trans. You know what I mean?
I have a theory that Alexis transitioned because when I was with this girl, Alexis was like, it was like that lesbian friend that we're just best friends, but you can tell very clearly she's in love with her. And I think part of it was like, she thought that maybe transitioning would make my girlfriend want to get with her. You know what I mean? Maybe she thought that it would, but then she was definitely hiding behind the shield.
Did your girlfriend break up with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
After the gay bashing.
Is she dating Alex?
No, never got with Alex. Ended up shaving her head, sleeping with her roommate's boyfriend, and then moving to Huntington Beach. No one ever heard from her again. But yeah, I'm glad I got out of that situation anyways. It was they had this guy named Kevin that they were like, he's so smart. He was like their liberal savant. And when it was this big group of weed smokers. And when I met them, they're like, they thought that he was going to be my match. He was going to like show me what's up with like, I don't know, like he's so philosophical and he's like the dumbest guy I ever met. I ended up getting into a fight with him. He was like, listen, man, did you know that the world is really small and we're like going into a random direction in outer space? And like, I was like, we're literally not. We're on a track. Have you ever heard of orbit? Like we're on a track, or we can map where our track is going. But
yeah, it's funny
to get out away from those people.
The idea that we're in this ball spinning around a big nuclear explosion in the middle of the vast nothingness. I mean, that's a funny thing, but it's like
it's our favorite thing to say.
But the world's pretty big. There's the whole Norm Macdonald joke is like, so yeah, the whole small world. When I ran into this guy in France, and he was like, I was like, oh, where are you from? He's like, France. And he was like, oh, the world is actually very big. It's a very large fucking world we got.
It's true.
Well, thank you for sharing your truth, man.
Sorry, I ruined the
hilarious.
joke. He says you get it, but he doesn't say France. He says like fucking some other shit. Fucking Canada or whatever. Oh, big world. No, I fucked it up.
I love Norm. All right,
it's a Norm joke. You can't. I'm sorry, Norm.
Let me play another clip for you guys because I got a few here I really want to get to. I really want to hear your takes on if we can. I don't know how much time you got, Toby. If you gotta go.
I'm just waiting a little bit, and then I'll probably get a call. But I'm supposed to. I think I would have to around 4-ish, which is like pretty soon, like 2 minutes. But you know.
All right. Well, we'll keep going until you get the call here. All right. Yeah. Let me play another clip.
That's what I'm just asking you to excuse me. Why is you sitting here arguing?
Why are you so special?
Because I'm trying to get to the front.
Yeah, we're all trying to get to the front. We all paid the same goddamn money.
Okay, but I'm saying, sir, I'm just telling you, excuse me. If you move.
Cool. And the door ain't open.
I'm just saying, though, it don't matter.
It don't matter either way.
I'm trying to get up to the front.
Yeah, we all are.
Everybody is. Excuse me.
She always like that? Oh, sorry, you don't know her.
No, thankfully.
So if I move, fuck out my way, then I'm assaulting.
Yeah.
So you won't move.
Why are you?
I'm asking that say excuse me.
And I'm saying no.
Okay.
I can say no. I don't have to say yes, do I?
You don't,
Do I need to say yes?
Sir, I'm saying excuse me.
And I'm saying no,
and you
thank
just
you.
don't block my way.
Yeah.
So if I hit you, that's assaulting.
And you got 30 witnesses on you, man, with the red hair. You'll get arrested, and then you will get a lifetime flight ban. You want that?
Okay, but what I'm saying is, I'm just saying.
Oh, this is a plane. I didn't realize.
Yeah, they're deboarding the plane, right?
I thought
Which
this
is
was a
always
subway, dude.
this is always a thing. There's always somebody who's like they can't wait to get off the plane, but it doesn't usually escalate to where they're threatening to beat the shit out of you. Or
I was in Disney World a long time ago, and this was when that song "Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way" came out. This basketball team, big dudes, right? They're just pushing and shoving everyone out of line, kids, women, just pushing them. Like, get out the way, get it? I was like, oh, wow, that's scary. That's a weird thing I've never seen before. Yeah, and I was like, that song was great until that moment.
I just
like,
wish
no, they're
people.
it's a
I wish like
command. These guys
people
are
in these
taking it as a command.
situations that were like ruder sometimes. Like I wish the guy was just like, "Ma'am, you are too fat. You can't get through. There's not enough
You are
room.
way
You are-
too fat to get to the front of this plane."
Yeah, you're just too fat. I'm sorry."
Should have thought about that.
I thought that was on a subway. That looked like a normal situation on.
You know what? I'm surprised she didn't.
It's muted.
Attack him. She was pretty.
Oh.
She wasn't
just
nice at all.
skipping
She
the
was
rest.
very mean, but she didn't start screaming at him. She kept her voice. You know.
She
I thought this
threatened
was
him
gonna
with
get way
violence. She's like
What's that?
she's
threatened him with violence. Yeah. That was terrible.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's terrible. Very manipulative. Not good. But I thought it was going to get worse.
Let me give you-
She did kind of, she went out of line, but she didn't start screaming.
Damn, Spirit Airlines went bankrupt. We're going to be seeing this everywhere.
Yeah.
How much does
Unfortunately.
your transition shit cost?
Spirit was wrong.
Hormones?
Yes, how much does it cost?
Well, I just got back on Medicaid.
Hormones,
so it's
but
free.
no, you got tits as well.
Those were free.
You did your
Those were
nails,
free.
nails? Why?
Because my body is priceless.
No, how was it free?
Oh,
That's the opposite of free.
Colorado taxpayers. Yeah.
Not federal, right? Just Colorado?
I don't.
I
maybe
hope that because I
federal.
just wrote a $4 million check the other day to the IRS.
I
If
don't
that's
know.
paying for literal
I don't-
titties,
this was
what are we
years
doing?
ago. This was
I have
years ago.
nothing wrong with.
I don't know where Caleb
paying for
is,
titties.
but if he's in California or something,
How
I got,
about your
I got
titties,
bad
girl?
news. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
What do they look
Personally, I'm against this. Personally, I don't think taxes should pay for sex transitioning.
I was watching a show called Love After Lockup, and they kept having an issue with this guy who kept going back into prison so that he could get hormone treatments and sex change therapies. Because the prison, it's not just the taxpayer dollars. Like the way that they circumvent it in a bunch of states is they just go to jail. So they have to. So now we're incentivizing people to commit a crime to get titties.
Yeah.
That's how far we've gone.
Yeah, and and then there's also you can go and stay in the women's prison if you just say a couple words.
Just go hang out with a bunch of chicks, get some
I'm
tits.
gonna go have these chicks and get them all pregnant and whatever. That's what happens.
Yeah, there's some like far right guy in Germany who's doing that as like a LARP to like kind of like expose the system, and it's just
Going
his
to
outfits
prison?
are pretty funny.
That's
Yeah,
quite a
yeah, being
LARP.
like saying I'm a woman now, but he's still got like a full like mustache and that, and he's asking to go to the woman's prison. Yeah.
But why am I paying for people's
No,
boob
don't
jobs?
get me wrong. I don't think it should happen either, but I did abuse the system. Because why would I pay for it if I can get it for free?
Yeah.
The government, the taxpayers paid for your tits?
I mean, I pay taxes too, so some of my
No, you're
taxes
not a
went
net
there.
contributor. No, we just sent you $4,000 back, especially with your no tax on tip thing, and the majority is tip. It's honestly, it's just I'm
point.
not in favor of the no taxes on tip thing. It's so
Not
stupid.
anymore.
You already contribute nothing.
Taxes
And
on
it's just
titty.
more populist policy.
No, you're
of
right.
us.
We should just be getting paid a normal wage, so we shouldn't have to get tipped.
Well, that's fine too, but advocate for that. It's just so stupid. It's just a performative policy, and that's why both parties are on it, because populism is winning right now. It's so stupid. You already don't contribute anything. You're part of the.
I do contribute. to
No,
stuff.
you're part of the 50% that contribute 1%. It's nothing. It's a drop in the bucket.
I don't know
If
what
it
that
was
means.
gone,
He's good.
nothing would change.
He's good.
And it's just we give everything to you. Now we pay for your boobs.
Yeah, you guys are paying for this. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Super funny. I gotta go.
Okay, man. Hey, thanks. Thanks for being here, Toby. Toby, really appreciate
it's
it.
fun. This is fun. I gotta make an account on this website, StreamYard or whatever it is. Is that what it is?
StreamYard. Yeah. It's like free, or well, depends on what you want, but yeah.
Yeah, I've used it before. I forgot what it was.
It's good for video calling, video networking, or whatever, conferencing. It's good.
Cool. Yeah, send me. The link. But yeah, thanks for inviting me, and I'll talk to you later. Nice to meet you. Nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
Appreciate it a lot.
See ya.
And I'm really glad I haven't paid taxes in like 8 years, dude.
That's what the mask's for, I guess.
But how does that
people
work?
don't know this, but you just don't have to.
How does that work?
They haven't contacted me. I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm going to be in a lot of trouble.
All right, take care.
They're going to get me.
Cheers.
Shopify keeps sending me this thing that says you have a sales tax liability, and I'm like, I'm going to ignore that. I've had that for years.
Well, you can do that, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, you can just do that. They're going to come after me. They're going to actually take me out back and shoot me. But
this is financial advice, everybody. This is, by the way, financial advice. Don't pay your taxes.
Just ignore it. That's what I do. I tend to just ignore all my issues and they go away. So
yeah, I feel like the founding fathers would have drawn the line at tit jobs for men. Like they would have been like, nah, no more. We're not.
Yeah, they would have probably thought that
was
wasn't cool. They probably would have been like, yeah, that's not really cool. I'm not into that.
Meth head. Nigga, I'm a fucking electrician. I'll go out there and shut this whole motherfucker down. Do it. Right now. None of that shit I know how.
Listen, they're busting their ass. They trying. Get out.
I got it on tape.
No, he didn't. Dude, I've seen there's a lot of hate for wiggers, but I have a special place in my heart for when white people act out. They're like, a black person would smash a window. It takes a white wigger to shut the power off.
Yeah,
he knows what's up, dude. He just mess up their whole operation.
Yeah, she called him a meth head, and he's like, what? I'm an electrician. I'll show you what time it is.
He looked exactly like my Uncle Joe, dude, and that's something my Uncle Joe would do 100%. Just growing up, like, I've seen my Uncle Joe do so much stuff like that. He would aim lasers at helicopters and stuff. Like, he didn't care at all. He did not give a shit. That's great. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
We need more of that. Oh, I've seen the preview of this. I haven't watched the whole thing.
Yeah, this is
I've seen it going around.
It's your friends from your hometown, your liberal friends.
Yeah, this is them.
Which?
What is that, a turd?
That's like a
smoking on a dookie.
I see what you mean. It got hot in here.
I hate these people. I have a disdain for pot smokers and gooners, dude. I can't stand them. I can't stand it's so gross, dude. It's so embarrassing.
It really is. And you see them like coughing like that, and it's just like, what is the appeal here? Something about pot being legal like took away all the coolness factor of it too, where it's I feel like people have to see a video like that and just like, ooh, I don't want to smoke pot. You know what I mean? Like that, like there's no more cool factor, and you see the people who are doing it, and they're just like the worst, Reddit lords, like.
Yeah, like how cigarettes were like really not cool for a while. The kids were doing dipping tobacco, and then that's not cool. The Zins are cool now. Like that, the weed stuff is always just such lame loser Cookie Monster pajama type of people that there's nothing really appealing to it to the younger generation at all. And like even growing up, like when I was hanging out with I'm straight edge. I have some stories where I've tried some things and gotten myself into some stupid situations. I got pink eye one time doing nitrous in Las Vegas, but like I I've never like seen the appeal to pot, and I've hung around them, and just being a sober guy hanging, like I said, that was the whole thing with that Kevin guy, is that he was their savant. He was like their little cult leader, and he had this done script where he's like wanted to tell me about the planets and the stars and shit, and I'm like, dude, I ended up grabbing that guy and throwing him out onto the front porch because I caught him like doing some weird stuff in there. He was like assaulting their cat later on. Like I threw this guy through a freaking door, but another thing too is I've been talking about this a lot lately, but a lot of people, they're so afraid to admit that it disrupts your REM cycles, and you don't
you don't dream.
Sleep on it.
You don't dream.
Yeah.
You don't sleep good. You don't dream when you're still. That's dude. The thing about the guy at the planets that cracked me up, because like they think that's so profound. They're like, well, actually, like when you think about it, the universe is so big, and the argument for that, like I think the point they're usually trying to make is like it's like a very like nihilistic, like nothing really matters. Like we're all insignificant. You know, we're also like small and insignificant, and that's like the opposite of profound and inspiring. It's like, oh, so nothing matters. Like that's the thing I need to hear.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that whole group knew me as aggro. They called me, they're like, he's so aggro. I can't wait for you to meet Kevin. And when I met him, I was sitting, like I came and sat down in this like circle in like on a rug, and he had that speech for me. And I was like, his whole point that he skipped over was what you said. But what he actually said was like, yeah, we're like just flying randomly in no direction in a void. Like we're not going anywhere. Like, you know, and I'm like, no, we're literally on tracks. Like there's a thing called orbit. We can map out the direction we're going. You're an idiot. And they just couldn't, but they're like, you just don't get it. You don't get it. And I'm like, I get what Tumblr post you read that from. I understand what you're trying to say. And it's all their stuff. I know there's some like high functioning people that can smoke, and they can, you know, they're the 0.001% that can be successful. I just quit caffeine, and I was microdosing melatonin for a couple months. I quit that stuff, and those are REM cycle disruptors. So I'm completely off caffeine. I'm like super into like no stimulants.
Oh man, I've been taking melatonin. I didn't know it was bad.
Are you okay with saying how much you take?
I take like one. I could go check the bottle. I don't. It's like,
so.
Let me check real quick. Hold on one sec. 3 milligrams.
Okay, so how tall are you?
I'm 6'5", 240 pounds.
Okay, yeah. So I actually moved up to a very secluded, like 7,000 feet above in elevation above where I grew up, and I started suffering from a thing called hypoxia. And I actually think I have some sort of brain damage from it now. I wasn't getting oxygen to my brain for like 6 months, and what was happening was I was taking caffeine, and I was like having issues going to sleep, and it's because the caffeine was disrupting my REM cycle, and I wasn't getting correct sleep, and then the melatonin was doing the same thing. But the problem that people don't understand with melatonin is that most people are overdosing on it. Like you're a tall guy. I'm 6'1", 220 pounds. I take, I was cutting a 1 milligram gummy in 4s. I was cutting 1 in 4. And that was enough to get me to go to bed and to stay asleep throughout the night. But if you look it up, if you do your research, you realize like some of these melatonin gummies, people are taking a 9 milligram gummy, dude. You're destroying your REM cycle by, 3 is like really, I think it is personally really pushing it. I'm not a doctor, but just a quarter of 1 milligram was enough for me to, so I actually had to get my blood tested. I had these horrible migraine issues that I already have in the mask, but they got much, much worse. I had debilitating energy issues. And it turned out, from the caffeine, which causes vasoconstriction, and then the melatonin, it was completely just fucking up my REM cycle. So if you're fine on it, dude, keep doing it. But if you ever feel like you're not getting
good lately, and I don't think I could give up caffeine, but I might try to cut back the melatonin a little bit, because I honestly don't know if I need it really.
A lot of people don't need that much, dude. They don't need that much. And if you ever feel like, dang, I just am not getting good sleep, instantly just cut the melatonin if you can. Like just instantly, you at least cycle on and off of it over time. How long have you been taking it for?
My wife got me on it, so I started like a couple 2-3 years ago because she was taking it, and she was like, "Oh, it helps you sleep, and it also like it helps you with like muscle recovery while you sleep and stuff like that from training." So I thought, "Oh, that sounds pretty good."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some people, I have this friend who he just lives off of energy drinks and gas station food, and he's gonna live longer than all of us. But with me, like, I don't know, and I find it impressive that you stream as often as you do. I always say this, like with certain people, like I admire you, and there's a few other people that can stream as often that you do, because like if I just do caffeine or like too much caffeine, or if I just like have the melatonin, I start getting brain fog and I'm functionally retarded. So it's like it's cool to see that you can do that.
I definitely have brain
actually
fog
function.
sometimes. The copers know. The copers know. I'm trying to remember things and words, and I'm like, oh god, my brain's not working. Let me play another clip for you, because I know you mentioned the black food thing, and I know I got that in there. And there's another one too. I really want to show you. Oh, this is just.
Oh, this is the green screen thing,
yeah,
right?
I think she got like suspended.
She got banned
from
for
Twitch.
this.
Yeah.
Why is that worse? Oh, the screen is black.
Which is kind of surprising because she had like a human slave. I don't know.
I don't know what is
Whatever.
appealing to this, or what's appealing about this.
Some guys are in defeat, and I think for a lot of people though, it's just like a meme. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever. We don't have to.
So it's funny you say that, because I used to post memes about being into women's feet. I even sold a shirt about it. But I never, so one day my dad, I was like talking to him about it, because I used to meme a lot on my social media, and he's like, you're not actually a foot guy. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Yeah. Like, cause I would joke about it. It was like a bit. He's like, could you look at a woman's foot? And I'm like, and do the deed. And I'm like, no. And he's like, you're not a foot guy. I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's appealing to these guys, is seeing this type of stuff.
I think some people meme themselves into like actually being foot guys. Like
I thought that I did.
Right.
I thought that I did. Yeah. And then I like, after he said that, something, I was like, yeah, I think you're right. And then I never even like, now, like, I don't really. I think I appreciate a whole woman. Like, I'll appreciate a girl from her head to her toes, but I'm not like worshiping. Like, God, these guys. The drinking the liquid, the worship, it's like it's a alternative cuck fantasy. It's disgusting. It's like putting them above you. It's like I couldn't do that.
It is gross. By the way, I forgot to mention, but you upset a gooner in the chat when you said you don't like gooners. Somebody said gooners don't hurt anybody.
Is that true though? Do they really not hurt anybody? I mean, like, I don't know. I know they
it's self-abuse.
Yeah, they are hurting. That's true. I guess they're hurting themselves. I don't know. Like, I think their behavior, I think they hurt the relationship between men and women as a whole. They 100% do. Like, gooners are the reason why women are putting themselves on pedestals and they're able to make a living off of OnlyFans, and they're able to just like start politically grifting and making all this money and driving culture. I would say all of that starts at people who are willing to send them money and jerk off to their feet.
It's probably not all gooners are simps, but all simps are gooners, probably, right?
I agree. Yeah. Like, and I don't have hate in my heart for these guys. Like, I've I had a really bad, I wasn't a gooner, but I had a really bad phase in my life where I was just dating like so many women. When I started seeing a lot of popularity on Instagram, I just like, I had so much women in my DMs. I think it was like a mask fetish thing, and I went crazy with it, dude. And that's what my stuff is all about now, is like, I was the guy that like I was a firearms dealer. We also owned a motorcycle shop. I was like this ski mask wearing guy that like, I started working out, got tattoos, and I got to get with like my high school crush. And all of it was empty. I got to go back and get with my hometown, the girl from the hometown. And like, she was the worst person that I've ever met in my entire life. I like had the realization that, oh, you're evil. You suck. This is horrifying. I've been with so much women that I was like, it's so empty, dude. It's so empty. And then I was alone for a long time. I just cut every girl off, was alone, stopped watching I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but adult videos. I stopped watching, I stopped all of that. And then it wasn't until I just kind of low key, just like MGTOW, I was like, I'm done. I'm going to focus on videos, that I met the love of my life. Like the most amazing woman that I've ever met in my entire life. And it's like at my lowest, I met her. And now, I don't have the need for any of that stuff. So I think this gooner in the chat is probably on his, hopefully by the grace of God, on his way to that ending.
Nice. That's awesome. Did you get married yet, or?
We're planning on it. Kids, marriage, all that stuff. I'm trying to get out of California, dude. I'm trying to, I just don't want to settle in California. I don't pay my car registration. I just sold my motorcycle. Just because I want to, that's actually to fund my move. I don't pay, like, I'm like a fucking criminal, dude, because
I was going to say, you've confessed to like a few crimes at this point on the show.
I don't give a shit.
So that's why you got the mask. So you're good. You're good to go.
Yeah. No one knows who I am. It's okay. And people in the chat, they'll be like, his tattoos. These are all jailhouse. Go ahead and try to track me down from these. I don't care. But like I'm just trying to get out of here because a $1,400 car registration is disgusting. I'm not doing it. I can't pay $1,400. I'm not doing it. I'm not to use my car on the road. That's your PST. Like, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, are you like, do you guys have a pretty expensive car registration?
So I don't think it's that crazy. I know when I bought my car for $8,000, and then I had to pay like $3,000 for something. It was like a one-time thing as part of the sale, and I thought that was crazy. I was like, wait, my $8,000 car is $11,000. I guess I was like sales tax or something. I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
I'd have to check what it was because it's been so many years now. But that was crazy. I was like, what, $3,000?
It's one step forward, two steps back in these kinds of states, and I don't want to have,
I want to
have kids, but I just don't want to have
moving to Idaho probably in like the next,
we're looking in Boise. We're looking into Boise. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
That's literally where we're looking right now.
That's funny.
Was Boise, or I wanted to do Florida because her family's there, and there's a lot of opportunities for me to do like hurricane retrieval cleanup when I move, so I can make a bunch of money and then get back to the content. Because I do this full time, and I do merch and all that stuff, but it's a hustle.
Yeah.
Especially moving across country. But we're looking into Boise, Idaho, because the pricing looks great. The job opportunities look awesome. Like the housing prices are awesome over there, dude.
Yeah, we're looking around Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene area right now, which is it might be a little more expensive, but it's like really nice.
Yeah, I'm just nervous about the seasons. That's like, I need to get a truck. I'm gonna get rid of my car. I'm gonna get a truck if I'm gonna do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm up in the mountains right now, and this winter kicked my ass already. The snow. We only got like 4 feet. So
if you have an extra $100,000 a year, you can join this guy's men's group where they teach you how to like be alpha and successful. It's only $100K a year to join this Elliott Army group.
I'll spend all my money on this. Fuck, I'm not moving. I'm spending on this.
So they get you hyped up. $100K, they get you hyped up, teach you how to be a man.
Damn, dude, we've fallen so far. There's no heroes anymore. We have guys doing this type of shit.
Some people have too much money. It's like some people just obviously have too much money if they're spending $100K on that.
It's sad because I feel like a lot of it's dudes who don't have brothers or like
right
proper father figures that they grew up with. Like I grew up with 5 brothers. My dad put us all into BJJ when we were kids. This is like a complete culture shock to see that there's guys who pay for this. And I had a run in someone that I knew very closely who wrote a book, and then his book was like an alpha male thing. He went on Fresh and Fit podcast and all that stuff. And then he took that book and like outsourced it to 14 guys under him to write books on each chapter of his book. and then they were all in charge of getting other people to write things, and they can all join
Like
the
a
server
book
and you can pay
pyramid
100.
scheme.
That's exactly what I said. But then I would meet these guys and I'm like, dude, you're soft as baby shit, bro. You're like, how are you writing a book about being an alpha male? How are you doing that?
Yeah.
You use dude wipes. What are you talking about? Like, there's no way, and all of it is a pyramid scheme. All of it. Every single alpha male guy. That's what I think. Like, I've seen the behind the scenes stuff of that kind of stuff. And it's like, it's young, impressionable dudes that like want to be tough, but they don't know the avenue of doing it. And it's like, they don't understand trials and tribulations. Like, you have to go through it. You have to assault a trans person at a party. You have to, I don't know what to tell you.
That story is so good, man. I'm glad you told that. Okay, this one I definitely, I haven't played this on any of my streams, and I have like kind of not a hot take, but maybe slightly less obvious one. So I want to hear what you think too.
Yeah!
So you got a
That was
face
disrespectful.
push
That was
there.
disrespectful.
Yeah, and then the knockout.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know if I could say that I wouldn't, that was disrespect, dude. Pushing on his head like that can you rewind it again? I want to see, was that after it was called?
Yeah, it was after. Yeah, let me play it one more time here. All right.
Yeah!
So it's called, and then the push, and then the knockout from behind. And the guy's just laid out.
That was a punk move, dude. Pushing down on his head is like such a weenie ass move. I don't know if that's, I can't say that I wouldn't do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know if I'd punch a guy in the face from behind, but
yeah. So this
I'd be
is
pretty
the
pissed about that.
like that was sort of, because this was on, going viral on Twitter, and that was sort of like the take that a lot of people had. It was kind of like he deserved that, or kind of like you get FAFO or whatever. My take, which is a little more nuanced, is like it is a dick move, but these people have this sort of the kind of people who say FAFO or whatever. It's like they have no sense of proportionality. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you disrespected me. The Chud the Builder thing is kind of ties into this too, where it's like, oh, you offended me. You said the N-word, so I'm gonna like hunt you down and beat the shit out of you or shoot you or whatever. It's a disproportionate response, and punching the guy from behind like that is also a bitch move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like they both did two bitch moves, and it doesn't make it right. I had a guy named Frankie that would always do some really scandalous shit to me when we would wrestle, and it kind of fits in with this. He would do some really annoying shit because I didn't start till later on in high school, and I did really good because I started out in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and so I wrestled, and I moved to varsity very quickly, and so he hated me because of it. And he would try like holding my mouth and my nose. He would try doing all this sketchy stuff. And then one day he found me outside of school and we ended up actually fighting, which is probably should have happened here. He probably shouldn't have punched him. They should have just like settled it like, later on, doing that. And he's the one that's going to go get in trouble. It is kind of interesting to see a young guy have that kind of presence of mind to do that in that moment too, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know
immediately after disrespect.
I don't know if I would call that presence of mind. That felt to me like kind of like a
they're after you.
Oh, just losing control.
Yeah.
That's true. It's just you see a lot of people push stuff off, so it's kind of it's interesting to see someone just immediately. And they're wrestling too, though. The emotions are high,
right?
So it's like they're in the middle of a match, and in his head there's no like line drawn. He just went straight into it and then knocked this guy out. If the guy isn't hurt horribly, I think really it's the outcome. If the guy's not hurt horribly and they both can kind of brush it off, they're both stupid. They're both assholes.
Yeah. I just feel like, I get it was a dick move, but like the other guy, like he could have stood up. He could have like said like, hey ref, like, hey, like are you going to do something here kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different ways you could handle that situation.
I could see me like ankle picking the guy if he did something like that. Like I could see me ankle picking him or trying to trip him or something, but not fucking smashing him in the head from behind. That's just brutal. That's like you could really hurt someone doing that. And I knew that back then when I was in wrestling too. Like you could really hurt someone doing that.
So anyway, that's a controversial high school video.
That's a hard one.
I tried to look up if there was any like follow up on what happened on the news or anything, but I couldn't find anything.
I wonder if he's getting an assault for that.
Yeah,
he probably should.
I kind of doubt it. I doubt it. 'Cause, like that probably would have came up in my search, but I think even if there was any kind of discipline, it wasn't reported on.
Is not great. Okay, I mean it's bullshit, but still not great that they're after your boy. They're up my ass.
Wording.
And I'll obviously get into it right now. I'll tell you all about it, but let me blast off real quick.
So this is Hassan being subpoenaed over and investigated for going to Cuba. He also recently was denied entry to the UK. I don't know if you saw that. That was more recent.
That was recent, yeah.
Yeah, he's having he's having a bad couple of weeks, our boy Hassan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that someone's doing something. At least putting him his feet to the coals a little bit. You know what I mean? He's just he's been going for too long.
Yeah.
He's been just being a little snark asshole for too long. I try not to watch too much Hassan stuff, he's obviously just a total, I mean, maybe not a fed, but he's just it's all propaganda. Some of the stuff that I've seen is just him say is insane. So he's got some sort of investigation going on now. That's what I'm
right. That's what he's kind of reacted to here because he went to Cuba and there's a bunch of sanctions against Cuba. The bunch of the stuff you're not allowed to do when it comes to promoting the regime over there, or there's all these banned businesses. You can't use regime owned hotels and stuff like that Americans are prohibited from staying at. And Hassan, he's so dumb. He's on these podcasts talking about how he went to this prohibited hotel. And not only that, but he knows the rules. He's not some guy who's oh shit, I didn't know. He knew
what he was doing.
Yeah. So it might not go good for him.
And I've been seeing clips that he just keeps talking about it too, which is the last thing that you should ever do. Just shut up. Just stop talking about it. You know what I mean? That's what the lawyers always tell you to do. And I've been seeing that he's still talking about it. He's still, with Chud, that he's going to get out. He's not going to be allowed to say shit. No one can ask him anything. He's just got to be quiet about everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Let everyone else do the talking for him.
Yeah, and so then getting denied entry to the UK, that's that to me, that's Israel. that's Jewish lobby groups. It's got to be right, some kind of some kind of UK ADL type group. I'm sure lobbied the government. It was this guy's an anti-Semite. We don't want him coming here. They did the same thing to Kanye West. They wouldn't let him come. So it is, to me, it is a kind of a schadenfreude because I know Hassan would put me in a gulag without hesitation. Yeah. And it's how does it feel, buddy? How do you like it now?
I can't believe I'm saying
you're the anti-Semite now. How's it feel?
Yeah, but but I'm about to be seemingly made an example of.
Man, off the imitated.
Okay, here's the food thing that I'm really excited to hear because apparently you've done a deep dive on this, but this is some new trend where they're, I don't even know, putting Kool-Aid in pineapple sauce or something. I'll let him explain it.
Duplicated, the original Kool-Aid pineapple. And listen, I'm taking this shit around the whole world. I don't care who's selling it in what city. My boy just got off work. He said he had to come straight from work to get these pineapples. Taste that juice. What is hitting on? They is not drinking y'all juice like this. Y'all better come get you some pineapple.
This ain't no pineapple, boy.
Hit like that.
Yes, sir.
That shit hitting like that. Come on, $20. Try the pineapple. Get into it. Try the pineapple.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Get into it. Get into it. I'm telling you, I got blessed hands. The best in the motherfucking world. And y'all better be ready. Whatever city y'all in, drop it in the comments, because I'm coming with a pallet. Think I'm playing?
Yeah, y'all. It's what it take to take over the world. And I'm only showing y'all this,
what it
this shit
take.
all over the world right now. I done started a whole movement. You know what I'm saying? Pallets. Pallets. This how you scale your business. Shit overly loaded. Come get you some.
This is where all the magic happens. We source all our sugar directly from Colombia. Pure cane sugar.
From Stater Brothers, from
every last one of our
Walmart.
Kool-Aid packets are hand selected, the finest of the finest.
Damn.
Hand selected
At least
Kool-Aid
he's
vaccine.
playing into it.
He's got. It looks like a meth lab or something, which it feels like they
At
did
least he's
that on
playing into
purpose
it.
for the video.
Yeah,
hold on.
that's-
Okay, hold on.
that's
I got
funny.
one more video on the same thing, and then I'll let you go off on this. This was another one that people were posting on Twitter. This is like a whole fad, a whole trend.
Oh my god.
Try that juice.
Oh my god.
1 out of 10.
20.
Let the camera know, man. Y'all see what's
That bit
going
20.
on.
That bit good as fuck.
I'll pull up on us now. I'm playing. Appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get an alcohol one next time.
So that's the kind of wigger I don't like. That's the type that I'm not super fond of. I thought that I'm planning on doing a video this weekend. I'm gonna talk about, because what I like to do is like study these people. They're fascinating to me. I think they're interesting. Like I said, I do a whole thing on Indiagram. We just did really went deep dive on millennials and Disney adults and stuff. But this weekend I want to go down to the hood, San Bernardino, which actually I think probably still has a higher kill rate than Chicago, and buy some of this stuff. I want to buy some of it. I want to do a taste test. I want to try it out. And I thought that this was an interesting take, but I've been seeing some people start to put the strings together. You're subsidizing this. You know that, right?
No, I didn't. Well, I haven't given it a lot of thought, quite frankly. Okay.
The reason that they're doing this is because those components are purchasable through EBT. They're turning that money into quick cash. So that's all being subsidized by the taxpayer because they're buying this. That's why, like where I grew up in the hood, like they stood outside gas stations. They give you, you want to, and my dad was like the type of white guy that's like, you never do that. We never did any sort of, EBT. We never did even when the banks were trying to steal our house in 2008, he just never stopped working. We never got on benefits. But they would stand outside of grocery stores and offer you, 50% off everything if you use their EBT and you give them the cash.
Right,
that's what they would do.
Yeah.
This is just a new version of that. That's all that this is. They're
Right,
just
so
using
they're buying
their EBT
Kool-Aid and
money.
pineapple with EBT, and then they say it's like this amazing recipe, and then they sell it for $20 a
And it's
jar.
hitting.
And like, what does a jar of
black hoods harder
pineapples
than
cost?
crack
Like
in the 80s.
$10. A Kool-Aid pack's like probably 50 cents or whatever.
I think you can get those for cheap, probably. Those
Right,
little
yeah,
things
buy
of
them bulk,
pineapples.
yeah.
I'm gonna guess like $3 probably
For
on
a can of
250
pineapples
maybe.
in this economy?
The thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't bought pineapples in a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe 5. But either way, they're
It's a good
selling them for
markup
20. They
then,
got to be
yeah.
doubling their money. Maybe it's coming out to $10. But it's all EBT. It's all they're paying it with EBT. They're giving
Right.
each other diabetes. It's the forbidden pineapple, EBT pineapples, and they're doing it with pickles. They're doing it with hot Cheetos. Have you seen all this?
I've seen a couple variations, but I just saw the pineapple ones.
I think I think black people are starting to realize that they are funny to white people. Like in the
Right.
80s and 90s, when people get mad at me when I use Ebonic slang as a joke, but that's just kind of something we've always done. We always do it. I don't do it because I'm honoring black people. I'm doing it
Yeah.
because it's funny.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
big gag, that big gag, yo, that like it's funny. That's
Yeah.
always kind of been the thing. And I think they're starting to realize it, and they're starting to go, yo, if I can do something stupid and horribly black, I'll get a lot of clicks on Instagram. If I do
Horribly
like
black, yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like if
No,
they
I
do
do.
like did you see my thing with the squid and the McDonald's
Oh,
thing
yeah, I saw that.
blew up?
Yeah.
Or the octopus, like they know that we're like laughing at them. We're like, yes, dance for us, please. It's so funny. We love this. At least they're not killing each other. I mean, they are, but at least it's not I'd rather see them try to stretch their entrepreneurial legs than do what they've been doing. So
Yeah.
it's just but we need Chud the Builder the most right now. This is when we
couldn't
need.
agree
He's
more.
probably got such bad FOMO. He's probably hearing people. If he's not in solitary right now, he's hearing people coming in and be like, "Dude, you gotta see what they're doing out there. You gotta get out. We need you on the streets."
That's so funny. I'm glad you're gonna do your due diligence though, and go do like a taste test. Just try not to get mugged.
I got that's the thing. Someone was talking about Alex Schultz tweeted about how there was this group of black people that chased him, and I had the exact same thing happen down in the exact hood that I'm going to. I got chased. There's this gas station. I ran out of gas. I was doing a gun show over there. Ran out of gas. Stupidly was not CCWing like I always do. It always happens at that exact time. And they were like, "Yo, white boy, you want to help? We want to help you. Come here." Because they saw that I was like I bought a thing to hold gas, and they were trying to lure me behind this gas station. And I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm fine. Please don't leave me alone, please." And they were like, "Yo, what? Like, you're too good for us? You too good?" Started yelling, and they all started they were having a barbecue at the gas station. This happens in San Bernardino, by the way. They were having, and I don't believe they got the owner's permission to do this. There was a fucking pool, like a little pool, and there was a guy sitting in the pool at this gas station, this parking lot. And I had to run to a truck with a white guy in it in the intersection and offer him $100 to give me a ride out of there. I had to bro, please give me a ride, But yeah, I'm gonna go buy some pineapples. We'll see how they go. Hopefully I don't get robbed. I'm gonna be carrying.
Are you gonna wear Are you gonna be wearing the mask? Are you gonna film this and do it? Do the taste
no,
test?
I'm not going to wear the mask.
I was going to, because that's kind of a risk factor. They'll think you're robbing them and they'll shoot you. They'll think
instantly going to make them want to rob. I'm going to get into a firefight. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to have a firearm on me, but I won't be. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go what I like to call incognito. I'm going to go undercover.
Got it. All right.
Blackface.
All right, let's do a couple more clips and then we'll do the super chats and then we'll call it a day here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Valeria Fishback.
Go ahead.
I thought you were going to ask what her favorite perfume was, so just stand here. Let me hear.
So that's his new wife.
So stand there and look at it.
They got married a week after they met.
Well.
And here's his ex.
I guess the cat's out of the bag, isn't it?
Girlfriend.
Or should I say that the fish is off the hook? Or should I say I threw that fish back?
She's doing a Dutch angle. She's got that camera angled so hard. So that
it's been me the whole time.
Disturbing.
And it's been so cute.
I kind of have that too, but it's not on purpose. It's just my shitty
That's a man LARPing.
Camera stand.
There's no way. Oh, baby, there's a way. Oh, there's a way. And it's been so fun. It's been so funny. And I'm going to enjoy you. Because I've been waiting for this for the past 6 months. I've been really quiet, if you think about it. If you think about it, you never really heard from me. You really just saw me. You saw me.
I don't even know what to say about this.
Wife
Let me skip
did
ahead.
That, messed up, but no.
This is long.
Well, hold on. Has anyone looked into her background? She seems very psycho, dude. That's
no, totally.
Is she mad that she couldn't be?
She's a jealous woman, scorned and talking about how she's gonna drop all the dirt and ruin him and all this. But from what I've seen, she doesn't have anything actually to say.
She's giving me Erica Kirk vibes. I don't know how we feel about her, but that she might be mad that she couldn't be the next one up. You know what I mean? I don't know much about Fishback. I haven't looked into it. I've seen a lot of people talking about it. Like I said, I don't say my opinions a lot on Twitter or anything because I know people hate blackpilling and shit. I'm just trying at this moment to get out and create some sort of thing for my future.
I understand, and I
I
agree too. I didn't get a chance to say when that came up earlier, but I just I'm not real. I don't really get excited about political solutions and politicians and new head of security intelligence. It's okay, cool.
It's cool that you say I've seen your streams, but I didn't know it was like that because when I say that to people, and some I have groypers that follow me and stuff, and they flip the fuck out when I'm not super. I was that guy for a long time. Like you can go back and see my archives. Like I was talking about the JQ years ago before it was cool, and I got canceled for that. Like I've had to pay people to get my Instagram accounts back. I was banned. Like now my thing is I'm just trying to be like a little bit more of an entertainer, but obviously someone that is not going to be easily sold out. You know what I mean?
Wait, those people who say they can get your account back, they're not full of shit? That's not a scam?
I had a hacker that I paid to do it. I don't know about these new people that are popping up. I paid 3 times to get my original account back. It's my big plunder account because I added thousands of people to a close friend story and I would post it. I was like, that was a lot of work. So, but I do have some connections still. Are you trying to get an account back right now? Because it does work.
Not really. I've lost like a couple like Facebook pages that had hundreds of thousands of followers, but I'm not really worried about it. I'm just surprised that people could actually accomplish anything.
Yeah, it works. It's just some of them will get your account taken down and then message you to get it back so that you could pay them, and you won't ever know it was them, and then they'll just keep doing it over and over again. That's crazy. I was an idiot, and I just was like one of those ultimate free speech guys, which I still am, just behind the scenes. Like I've had so many talented friends come and go that could have been huge political talking guys that had great integrity, but they just could not get past the restrictions of social media.
Yeah.
They couldn't. They're like, I just got to say it, bro. I got to say it. And I'm like, no, dude, just try to grow your platform because no one will ever know. And all those guys, they stopped making content. They stopped doing stuff because they just couldn't help themselves, it's cool, but it's also like no one's listening anymore. So I try to like thread the needle now. So I got my accounts back and now I'm like, trying to do shit the right way, but like you can see what I talk about. You know what it's about. You know what I'm about. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, but on the political blackpilling thing, we were on there for a sec. I know what you mean, but I'll still I still will like vote or say you should vote for a good politician. I just don't really. There's like very few in America I get excited about. I do like Rupert Lowe, who Toby brought up. Like I do like that guy, and I feel like if I had somebody more like that here, I would probably feel more politically involved and invested. I'm like, okay, Trump's leaving. Who am I supposed to like rally behind? And I don't see anyone. So I'm kind of like, whatever.
Yeah. And I just like, I'm at this point where I feel like there's going to be this like ebb and flow until something very drastic happens. I have a friend who has that old punk rock group of friends that I told you about, that whole group of people that he's been trying to red pill for years. And like, he starts making headway on these people. And then immediately when like that girl who's the girl that got the ice, she tried to run over an ICE officer and then got a lead salad. The second that happened, they all just reverted back to their, prior beliefs, you know what I mean?
That's
and like
crazy.
Stuff like that just makes me like, these people, no matter how much progress you make with a lot of them, they're gonna just, the second an Aaron Good happens, I think something drastic is gonna happen. But I'm also the same way. Like I still am hopeful. I'm like, I'm still very like interested in looking, like seeing. But like I saw the Spencer Pratt thing and that French Prince of Bel-Air thing he did really kind of put me off. I don't know why, because I like high production
was it like
value
AI
stuff.
slop?
Like,
I don't even know what you're talking about, but like
I like high production value stuff. I hate LA too, by the way. Like I absolutely can't fucking stand LA. And it seems like he does want to clean it up. But then I saw he did like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air thing, and it was very campy. Like it was just him like singing about how he's gonna clean up the streets of Bel-Air and shit.
Right.
And I was like, damn, dude, like we need like a guy that like that's like. And he might be a great talker, but if that's the only thing I've seen, and that was the big thing that was blown up, like maybe that wasn't a good move. But I know a lot of people were loving it; they were enjoying it. So I might be the outlier there.
I know, yeah. It's like Trump in the garbage man costume or whatever. Some people just they love that. They love that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. What time is it? Okay, we'll go really quick. There was not very many super chats, so I'll play these last 2 clips and then we'll do super chats.
Who do you want to win as mayor of LA?
Karen Bass.
And why Karen Bass?
Black Pride.
Okay, anything else?
No.
Just that, or some policies or something like that you can share?
Nah.
I just
tale as old as time, dude.
Yeah, and that's like your vote canceled out. You want to vote for Spencer Pratt? Well, she's voting for Karen Bass
That's
based
true.
on race. You know,
That's true.
That's democracy.
That's very true. Yep.
Pretty self-explanatory, though. I like, you know.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you
That's
said,
I've
tails
had
all the time.
conversations with people. They thought I had people telling me Kamala's black and all that, and I'm like, I could have sworn she wasn't like 2 months ago. Like,
Yeah,
it's just, you can convince them.
Dude,
like that's what Spencer should do.
America
He
is
should just
crazy with black people, the black worship. Like we got to make Kamala Harris black so people will vote for her. You know.
I watched some 80s movie along recently, and I saw this like group of like guys that were walking down the street and they're all dressed nice and they had a boombox and they were kind of like hassling a guy, and he's like, yeah, get away from me, and they're like, all right, go, like, son, yo, and I was like, dang, man, I want to go back to those black people. And then I thought about it and I was like, those never existed, did they?
No.
The roving group of like well-to-do black hooligans with boomboxes never fucking existed.
No,
did they? Like that's I
no.
feel like that's where a lot of the black worship started, was that like, oh, they'll push you around and shove you, but they're not gonna kill you. Like that was propaganda. I had to realize that recently. It's like, damn, that never existed. You know, that was something I was shown as a child. That was straight up manipulation.
All right, last video here for you.
Bought 3 houses in Cleveland, Ohio for $60,000 each. Well, kind of. This property is a triplex, meaning 3 apartments all under one roof, which I honestly prefer.
Pop, 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 pop.
Call 911.
Cleveland 911, Dispatcher Medina, do you need police, fire, or EMS?
Police.
They ain't coming for an hour, dude. They ain't coming. Bro thought he was gonna gentrify the neighborhood. That's so awesome.
Yeah, that's what you want to see when you just bought a house. That's a drive-by shooting. And
Oh, it's a triplex, and can you believe it was a great deal?
I know.
Yeah,
I love
can,
he's
man.
like he's doing like the total like social media like, guys, let me
So
tell you,
cool, dude.
this is how you do it.
It's cool because
Hilarious.
we just witnessed a life-altering moment for a guy. We witnessed a core life memory.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna start researching why this house was so cheap. He's gonna start seeing the neighbors. He's gonna
Yeah.
be like, we're gonna have him on. He's gonna be on this podcast soon. He's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
like,
true.
you know, saying
Exactly.
this because it's like it's so awesome, dude. Like we've all, and it's funny because I think we've all had that idea. Like, can I put up with the hood?
Right.
I have, at least. I've seen me and my girlfriend almost got this warehouse. It was like a 2,000 square foot warehouse because I got her into making, like, doing YouTube as well and stuff. And so we're all about like creating content and shit. I saw, dude, we actually like signed a lease on this thing, and the hood was so bad, bro. It was so, and I was like, it's okay. I'll like just go out to get you with my gun every day, like, and walk you to your car. But we ended up getting out of that because it's just, that's why I like seeing that,
Yeah, it's
because
not worth
I can
it, yeah.
totally relate. I had this badass warehouse that I was like, it's gonna be like my studio, my
Yeah.
media empire. We canceled it before we moved. We moved in for like one night, and we heard it was a zombie apocalypse outside. It's like, whoa! I was like, holy shit, nightmares, dude. We moved out instantly. I was like, we can't do this. Cancel the lease. We're done. Buy this guy out.
All right, we'll do super chats here real quick. Like I said, there's not a whole ton. Let's see. The Leadhound, been a fan of Toby since high school. My friends and I would sing the literal trailer song at lunch. Great to see him here. Yeah, it was awesome having him here. He
Dude,
had to go.
Tobuscus, actually, my video productions teacher made us study his literal trailers.
Oh, really?
When I was in video productions in high school. So it's actually, I'm trying to act all cool, but it is like I recorded a video yesterday and I saw on the video you say Tobuscus was going to be on, and my live reaction to that is going to be in my video because I was like, dude, hell yes. That is like, I watched that guy all throughout high school. So it was like really cool to interact with him, you know?
Yeah. Luther said, these people complain about picking literal cotton. Nothing will ever be good enough for them. Yeah. I mean, they were kind of forced under threat of violence, but no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's really not that bad. Don Browning sent $10. No message. Thank you, Don. Appreciate it. Ghost Dogman. He said, W guest, W show. Thank you. Wandering Neanderthal says, never in my wildest dreams would I've imagined I'd see the artist that blessed us with the Diamond Sword song 14 years ago would be a guest on my favorite racist broadcast. Great show. Faceless's stories were hilarious, he also says, which,
Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm not like, I'm better telling stories and doing that stuff. It's like hard for me to, I was nervous to live react, but I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to tell one, because that's how people started watching me in the first place, was getting canceled before anyone got canceled, all that stuff. So thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad we got the transsexual story. That was peak. That was
it's
really
crazy
good.
because I was like libertarian. I was trying to be understanding to this cause back in the day when it was new and I didn't have any understanding of it. I was trying to like be the like, yeah, I get it. And even there was a few years after that, I didn't get completely radicalized, that I was trying to be empathetic, that every time I tried to empathize with this libtard ideology, I always ended up in a situation like that. I was always like, I just did the wrong thing.
To it, right? You know, the right wing is kind of like masculine, more masculine, and the left wing is more feminine, right? That's like I think that's sort of self-evident. And so the thing with femininity in women is like they say what they want, but it's not really what they want, right? So when they say treat the female to male like a man, they like the way that sounds. They don't like the way that actually plays out in real life. They don't actually want to be treated like men. You know, they just want to say that it's what they want. It takes a while to learn the finer nuances of these things.
It kind of goes with women saying that they want like a sweet, soft guy too.
You know
what I mean?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Want a nice guy,
right?
I want a nice guy. Yeah,
that's the femininity.
Like, yeah. No, you don't. No, you don't. You want a guy who doesn't wipe his ass. That's what you want.
All right. Ringtail said Toby can only stay for 10 minutes or else his computer will explode. I'm not sure if that's a reference that I don't get, but thank you for the super chat. Sorry, Toby couldn't be here for the chats. He did tell me he could only do an hour, and I was like, cool, man, I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get, you know? Metalhead said, hey, LP, love the show. Keep up the good work. What kind of music does Faceless like?
I am on a huge 2000s butt rock kick. I'm talking Breaking Benjamin. I'm talking Trapped. I'm talking Stained. I'm talking a little bit of Nickelback. I know that's controversial.
That's funny.
But I'm doing a whole video on it soon. Okay. That was a manipulation by the media, by the big J, we'll call it, they realized that white man's power was too strong at Woodstock 99. And now we don't get Halo Combat Evolved with Breaking Benjamin anymore.
Right.
It was, I tracked it all down. They mixed in butt rock numbers with classical heritage rock numbers and destroyed the butt rock industrial complex on purpose so that we could go into the we had a little bit of a white man stomp clap hey genre, and then it was all rap from there on out. That's what happened. So I'm in the butt rock. That's I'm into everything though. I love all stuff. Not rap as much, but I can get down with some old stuff.
That's funny. Yeah, the new metal too was kind of around that same like there's like you see people talking about the nostalgia for that, like the Creed always goes around, goes viral.
Creed, dude, yes.
Yes, people are kind of yearn for when the white man was rocking out, basically.
If you see, I have and not to like plug or anything, but I have a clothing brand called Low Level Perpetrators.
No, do plugs. We're done the show, and we do plugs, so just do plugs. Yeah.
I do white boy hype train memes. I was like the guy that started the white monster. Like I get millions and millions of views. I get 500,000 likes on my post over there. I was the guy that started the like white monster, white boy, like white boy yearn stuff. I do luxury memes. And I put like Linkin Park on the background of it. I do Breaking Benjamin. I do all that stuff on the back of that. Some Hobbestank, I love all of that stuff, dude. So, and it was taken from us. We yearn for dirt bikes. We yearn for, I think we've been at the whim, and I talk about this in my videos, but we've been at the whim of the economy, of COVID, of immigration, of all this stuff for so long. Now we just want like some dope ass white boy shit. We want dirt bikes. We want, And I do that in my videos. I don't know if you've seen my video that's pinned, but I light myself on fire. I ride motorcycles. I do all that stuff. Like,
yeah, I started
cool
watching it on
them.
stream, and then I was like, oh God, they're shooting guns. And I stopped it because you get in trouble on YouTube for that. But it's cool though. I like the vibe. I get the vibe and I like it. Yeah.
That video got me banned off YouTube. That was
really?
a Jackass spinoff. It was called Rat Pack. Yeah, that was
yeah, they don't like guns. They really don't like guns.
I don't know what I was thinking, dude.
Very un-American, if you ask me.
That's a full feature-length video of me shooting guns. We get a can cannon. It's kind of like a grenade launcher, and we shove apples into it and shoot at each other. I make a bomb out of tannerite. Like we immediately nuked off YouTube. Like I had to go to Rumble and Patreon over it. I don't know what I was thinking. I light myself on fire. I ate a live frog. Just trying to do awesome shit.
Right.
But they don't like fun over there.
No, somebody
want
could
you to
get
do
hurt.
video essays.
It's that safetyism. That's another thing about being a white man is like the safetyism. You're not allowed to risk. You're not allowed to let your Faustian spirit. I had a video taken down. I did a video called White People Posting W's, and it was just like a clip compilation of white people doing awesome shit.
Yes.
And it got taken down because some of them were doing like parkour up on the roof, like jumping around, flipping around up on roofs. Yeah. And it's that thing where YouTube is like, oh God, you can't show that. People are going to try to do it and get hurt or whatever. Yeah.
I did tear my knee into pieces for that video, but I did a video like that. I did a deep dive into cornballism and like what creates I'm talking about like guys that like are like, my family, when my family needs me, and they're filming themselves driving, but they're obviously not driving, and it's got like some music. So I did a deep dive on cornballs, but on the flip side of that video, I just show like stuff that's awesome, and it's like people doing parkour and driving. There's a video of a guy driving a van off of a cliff, and then he jumps out right before it. Like these young kids and stuff. Like just that's why I don't do YouTube though. They don't like it. I do all Patreon.
Yeah, you got to thread
everything I do is on Patreon now.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, listen, that's it. That's going to be the show. I did put your link tree in the description for people who want to find Faceless, but is there anything else you want to plug? And then we're going to get out of here.
Faceless on Instagram, at Wanghalf on Twitter. And if you want to see more of my stuff, just go to my Patreon, please. I have a free tier. I got other tiers. Like, just join it, see what we got going on. We also have a Discord server that's all full of people that want to make content and create art and just like move what I do further and create their own stuff and build their own thing. And we have a whole Discord server full of those people that are content creators, basically. So that too. Like, you're welcome if you're in my Patreon for that.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I always encourage people to get out and do it. And you know what I say? And you're another example, I think, based off of what you said. You know what I tell guys? I say, you want to find a wife? Make some YouTube videos. I tell people this all the time. Or just get a Twitter account, make some content. You want to find a wife? You're not going to find her on Tinder, guys. But
I have a lot of young content, like dudes that are in there, and I tell them all the time, like, that is the best. That's how I found my girlfriend. Like, it's just over the internet. I drove to Utah, met her, and instant love at first sight type of stuff. So yeah, dude, it's the best. It's just building a platform. It's amazing. And I encourage like, everyone thinks I'm this like evil villain because that's how I play on, but I encourage people, create art, create videos, like do stuff, like get out there, because your enemies, they have funding for it. Trust me.
Yeah.
So we need more people making, everyone says, well, you don't need someone else doing another podcast. No, I think we do. I think we can have people doing more podcasts.
I agree.
Personally.
All right, Faceless. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. I had a blast talking to you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, dude. Thank you.
Nice. And thanks, everybody, for watching. Special thanks to the people sending the super chats. Appreciate the support. Everybody have a great day, and we will catch you next time. Goodbye.
Google got a question. Please answer and don't be tripping. Is they cutting food stamps? Google, is they playing? Cause I ain't in the mood, dog. Google got me tripping. I just woke up half an hour ago. Are they cutting food stamps? But I need to hear from you. Yo, is they cutting food stamps? Google, let me ask you. Google, is they tripping? Google, what can I do? Y'all just made a Bitcoin go up from 50 cents to $100,000. And now you wanna cut the food stamps. And there'll be $100 billion trillion floating in the air. My EBT card is way heavier. How come you can buy things with money in the air, but I can't buy them with a card? And my pants right there. Google, is they cutting food stamps? Google, is they playing? Do they be on the spectrum? Google, what can I do? Is the food stamps gonna be stamped out? Is they straight tripping? I pinch myself, got my EBT in my wallet right now. Weighs 1,000,000 times more than Bitcoin. How? Bitcoin floating in the air, worth 100K. Corn in my wallet gonna be worth Is the food stamps gonna be stamped out? We in a food stamp genocide. I ain't in the mood, how they gonna do that? Is they cutting food stamps? Google, let me ask you. Is they cutting food stamps? How long that gonna be for? Google, is they cutting food stamps? Google, is they really doing that? Is they tripping? What if? Is they cutting food stamps? Google, is they don't play? I ain't in the mood. How they gonna do that? Is they cutting food stamps? Google, let me ask you. Is they cutting food stamps? How long that gonna be for? Google, is the food stamps on the cutting room floor? Is they really doing that? Google, are they tripping? Cause today is not the day. Cause I just woke up.